Welcome to episode 92, part 2 of Comic Timing, a comics podcast devoted to the average comic book fan from the average comic book fan. Joined in as a rotating panel of guests and myself, Ian Levinstein, discuss whatever comes to mind, time after time, here on Comic Timing. The con wrap-up continues, this time with Heroes Con and the Superman Celebration. Sean Pryor of PKD Media returns, and so does John Carroll, and Comic Timing virgin Martheus Wade joins in for the fun too. Jeddah. Here now, Comic Timing. And this episode of Comic Timing is sponsored by Heroes Corner over at heroescorner.com. And what a perfect time to be sponsored by Heroes Corner. Why? Because Martheus Wade is on this episode, and there is a huge deal going on at the Heroes Corner website by pure coincidence. Seriously, I had no idea this thing was going on when we decided to have Martheus on, so this just helps out even better. Jeddah Tales of Toshigawa Crucible is $195 this month at Heroes Corner. You save $2.04 on the full thing. And what a deal going on here. Every single purchase of this book, you will receive an exclusive free sketch from Martheus Wade of any Jeddah character and a coupon from Heroes Corner worth a free comic in your next order. Just like they did with PKD Media Presents, they're go ahead and they're doing it again. You get yourself some free on Heroes Corner for this situation, for this deal, and what a great way to celebrate a fantastic book like Jeddah. Other Jeddah titles available, and these do not qualify for that special deal. However, they still are on sale. We've got Jeddah Tales of Toshigawa Defiance Volume 1 for $441. Jeddah Tales of Toshigawa Revelations Volume 3 for $520. And Jeddah Tales of Toshigawa Reign Volume 2 for $520. Go ahead and check out all of those deals at Heroes Corner. And as you're hearing in this episode, Martheus Wade, one hell of a nice guy, so definitely worth supporting, and I'm glad that Heroes Corner is doing that as well. The Comic Timing picks for the month are as follows. Spider-Man The Clone Saga, number 1 of 6. This one is written by DeFalco, yeah, I had to say it, and Howard Mackey, with pencils by Todd Knock. This is 52% off on Heroes Corner for $1.92. 6-issue miniseries focusing on how the Clone Saga would have happened had there not been so many stretches out and changes going on thanks to editorial decisions and marketing decisions back during the 90s there. So, Spider-Man The Clone Saga, number 1 of 6, 52% off on Heroes Corner. Over in the land of DC, Batman and Robin, number 4 would be our DC pick. Also 52% off for $1.44, regular price of $2.99. The Red Hood returns, or is it a new Red Hood? Let's find out here. But he's got himself his own Robin-type sidekick, which is going to be a pain in the butt for Batman and Robin to have to deal with, I'm sure. And this one has art by Philip Tan, new artist on the title, to replace Frank Quitely for a little bit there. I believe Quitely's coming back, if I remember correctly. So this should be interesting, to say the least. And yet again, 52% off. And our independent pick is Beast of Burden, number 1, written by Evan Dorkin and Jill Thompson on Pictures. And this is all about some aminals. Yeah, I said aminals because, damn it, that's the cute way to say it. When supernatural occurrences sweep the country of Burden Hill, it's up to a heroic gang of cats and dogs to keep residents safe from harm. Evan Dorkin's a great writer and a great guy, as you know from the interview that was held on Comic Timing with Evan Dorkin back in the day. So let's support Evan Dorkin even further by going out there and buying his comic. And it's certainly worth picking up since it's 77% off on Heroes Corner this month for 69 cents. That's it. And that's out of Dark Horse Comics for 77% off. And make sure to use the promo code CTROCKS, that's CTROCKS, to get an additional 5% off on your first order with Heroes Corner. So if you're a first-time user with Heroes Corner, you want to try it out, and you want to be a part of all of the extra shenanigans this month, well, go ahead and do so with that 5% promo code. So best damn customer service around, and congratulations to Heroes Corner for 2 smack-dabbing awesome years in business. Best damn customer service around, heroescorner.com. Hey there, folks. My name's Ian Levinstein, and welcome to episode 92, part 2 of Comic Timing. Yeah, I figured it'd probably be a good idea to split these into two since I haven't even edited the Philly part yet, and we got at least 2 hours on that. So, yeah, I have a feeling this one will go nice and long because back on the call this time is the king of rants. That's right, Sean Pryor, who has promised that he will not rant, and I do not believe him.
Where the white women at?
Not on this call.
Oh.
Man, you're honestly expecting a podcast other than Birds of Geek to not be a sausage fest.
Hey, man, look, I'm sorry. I've been watching Blazing Saddles again, and it had to come out. It just had to be said. I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen the unaired pilot for the Blazing Saddles TV show?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
That was good stuff, man.
Oh, it was awesome.
Louis Gossett Jr. was like too I don't know, that man scared me. So, he wasn't funny. Anytime he was supposed to be funny, I was kind of like scared. Like, dude, is he for real? Is he really gonna shoot that dude? I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
So he was Drill Sergeant Louis Gossett Jr.?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. that's the Louis Gossett Jr. I remember.
The man who is afraid of Louis Gossett Jr. is Martheus Wade, a first-timer on Comic Timing, and sadly, he'll never get that virginity back.
Well, hey, it's not that. It's not. I can come back on the show, like whenever y'all want me to be back on the show. You just gotta let me know.
That's fine.
Ahead of time, so I can plan on being on the show.
Well, you'll be at next Super Show, man. I'll force you on.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go to that next Super Show. When is that? 2010.
2010, like February-ish.
No. March 27th,
March 27th. Okay, March 27th to March 28th.
You have to be there. I can't be the only black creator at the show, man. We got to represent, dog.
Well, hey, that's how it was. That's how it was in at episode 300. I think I was the only black dude. No, I wasn't the only black dude. I was the only black creator there, though.
No, because what was
I felt
hilarious?
like I was setting a milestone, though.
Well, I
was sitting between Mike Norton and Freddie Williams. So I felt like I was like a superstar.
Well, you were the only black creator who drew an awesome Deadpool for me. So give you props for that, man. Give you props for that.
There you go. Thank you. But it was one sketch that I did for somebody, man. I forgot who it was for. But it was like, damn. I think it was like Oracle. Mm-hmm. I gotta apologize, man, because I was hungover. So he was like the first sketch. He was like the very first sketch, man, and I gotta apologize for that dude, man. I'm sorry. You ever see me at a convention or something, man? Just come up and be like, "Hey, dude, you messed up on my sketch." I draw it over.
Well, remember for next time, man. Oracle has 2 legs and 2 eyes, not 3 legs and 3 eyes.
Yeah. Her glasses all flipped upside her head. So it was messed up, dude.
Oh, see,
it was messed up.
Super Show was a blast, and I remember when I saw Jamal Igle across the room, I ran over to his table, and I was just like, "Black people!" and I got excited.
Well, and hey, I mean, if Jamal Igle's back, then and if Raph's back, then you've got at least 4 black creators.
Dude, this kind of
you forgot about Jwanch.
This is kind of off the subject, but on the subject, man. But
yeah.
I went to see when Lord of the Rings came out.
Mm-hmm.
They when Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King, was it Return of the King? Yeah. When that came out, we went to see a all-day showing. And they showed all 3 Lord of the Rings back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got there like at 11 o'clock at night. We left at 11 o'clock in the morning. We left at about like 1 o'clock that night. It was like the next day. But man, I was the only black dude in there in that whole theater, man.
Oh, shit.
Sitting up in there, and then people kept coming back and waving at me and stuff, man. Like coming back, like I saw the black dude. Like 3 rows up from me, people kept coming back there like waving and saying hey and stuff. I was like, dude, my wife was like, "Do you know them?" I was like, "No, I don't know them. They're just happy to see me here or something." I'm breaking boundaries.
I did notice all the black creators were kind of segregated over in one part at Heroes Con.
and finally finishing this very long introduction, the man who you just heard talk was none other than John Carroll, returning yet again to grace us with his presence on a much better microphone.
Well, I'm In the nice little drink roll call, I'm having rum and Coke. Oh, wait, wrong podcast.
Damn it!
Yeah, I should go grab some booze myself, but I'm just slumming it with water right now.
I got ice cream, so I'm straight.
Sweet. Hey, John has ice cream too.
I had ice cream cake. It was good. Strawberry and chocolate.
Yeah, this is your birthday present, John. Being on Comic Timing, how do you feel?
Can I get a refund?
And on that note, so this episode, going with the rest of the convention talk and also the event talk, we're going to talk a little bit of Heroes Con here, and we got a little bit of the Superman celebration that went on. How long ago was that now, Martheus?
How long was Superman Celebration, Janet?
2 weeks.
How long ago? Like 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
All right, yeah. I have no sense of time myself, so all right, fine, 2 weeks ago. so we'll talk about both of those on this one, but I guess we'll start things off with the man behind the table at Heroes Con. Sean Pryor, how'd it go?
Well, Heroes Con, for this being my first Heroes Con, it was quite the experience. What I decided to do is I got together with Dave DeWanch, Chad Ciccone, and Super Ugly, a.k.a. John Williams. Dave and John are part of the Geek Savants podcast, and they're also artists. And Chad does artwork for Mercury and the Murd for my little comic book company, PKD Media.
Still never heard of it.
I know, man. Hey, man. Hey,
Plug.
available for reading.
That one cover that you had, man. That first cover, man. That was some tight stuff, dude. I really like that, man.
Oh yeah, that was the Martheus Wade issue 1 special. See, that's what that was right there.
Yeah.
That's what that was right
tight.
there. See, what a lot of cats don't know is that before we came out with Mercury and the Murd, the collected edition, issue 1 was like an 8-page issue, and it had this like dope cover by Martheus Wade with colors by Wes Burnick. But see, that's another story for another time.
Yeah,
That's why I can't. Those 2 Jettas are still sitting in my queue at DCBS.
Oh, you went there. You totally went there.
But no, what we did, we went down there, we got a booth all together, and got settled in. And I tell you what, that convention is strictly about the comics and the artists and the writers and everything about comics. Yeah, they sell some toys too, but it's all about comics and it's all about the love of the genre itself. Friday for me was my best day as far as selling books like Mercury and the Murd, PKD Media Presents, stuff of that nature. That was my best day. Mm-hmm. And because I had people from the forum coming by, buying books. I had people that listen to podcasts that don't hop on forum boards come over and buy books, and I had some random folks that never heard of the book at all come by and buy it.
Good.
And I was just like, wow. I was like, if this is just Friday, and Friday is the slow day. I said, wow, if this was Friday, man, Saturday's going to be off the hook. So I got all hyped up and excited for Saturday. And, excuse me. Drank my beer too fast. And then, because Chad and Dave and John, they were busy all day Friday. So I'm like, oh, Saturday's going to be off the hook. I can't wait. Saturday came along, and for Chad and for Dave and for John, super busy. Me, it was slow.
Oh.
It was slow, and that's all right. And that's all right though. Now, granted, it was more crowded on Saturday than it was on Friday, but it was a little bit more slow. It was more slow for me, but I was able to talk with more people, try to sell the book for those that were interested in the book, and I had a couple of sales, but we didn't touch what we did on Friday. And Sunday for me was slow. But it was busy for Chad, Dave, and John all weekend, which was fantastic. I felt great about that because they were killing it.
Right.
For me, it was slow on Saturday and Sunday. We did make some sales. We came close to the quota I wanted to get in book sales.
All right.
And when we were able to get the word out about PKD Media, and I was able to network with people, I got to talk with Mark Wade, which was really cool.
Oh, cool.
And and I bought like some books dirt cheap. I got my whole Shogun Warriors run is now completed. So yeah, I like Shogun Warriors. That's old school. I don't care what nobody say. But the experience itself is something that I personally won't forget because, seriously, I've never seen like an artist alley area so big in my entire life. I mean, huge, huge,
like as big as some cons.
Half the convention.
Yeah, you're right. John's absolutely right. Half the convention area is dedicated to artists and creators and independent creators, and it was just I'm telling you, it was amazing. How much? Oh.
Yeah, it was roughly 50,000 square feet for artists and 50,000 for the exhibitors.
Wow.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's nice right there.
Oh yeah, it was off the hook. I'm kind of like still kind of speechless. I mean, but I'll be honest with you, it did wear me out though. I'm not gonna lie to you. By the time we got halfway through Saturday, I was like, man, I just need to take a nap.
That's all part of cons, man. I mean, if you're not tired halfway through Saturday, you did something wrong.
Well, see, and here's the other thing. I don't sit. I stand the whole time.
Right.
I can certainly vouch for that. Okay, because I think I saw you sit like maybe once all the way through Super Show.
And hey man, I gotta be up for my books, man. I can't be sitting on my duff, trying to sell a book to the general public. I got to be on my P's and Q's, man. I got to be on my P's and Q's.
I have to agree with that, man. That's the one thing that's the most tiring part, man. It's and if I'm not up or going to talk to somebody, I'm drawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to fill in sketches or something like that, man. That stuff can get tiring. People don't realize how tiring that is, man. That's some work right there that you put in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, see, for me, one thing I'm starting to learn, because I'm just a creator. I'm a writer. I'm a creator. I get the books together, and I collaborate with artists to get these books together. See, I don't draw, and now for me that might not be such a high selling point in the fact that, when you go to these conventions, there are people that are interested in independent comics, which is great, but there are also those people that are interested in getting artwork. And if I can't, do a sketch or anything like that, I can't pull more people in to convince them to get these books either. Now, say, for instance, if I took time to try to, get back into drawing, which is something I haven't done since childhood, then I could use that make that coexist with the books themselves to pull people in to not only acquire sketches, but to then check out the books. So, I'm learning this as I go. But it was money well spent. It really was. And it was a great experience.
Well, I'm glad it went well for you. I mean, especially for a first time con. I mean, you never really know what you're going to experience when you go into something for the first time.
Yes, and even though there were some nice costumes out there too, there were some bad ones. I mean,
Harley, Harley.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
man.
What?
Fat Harley and Rogue Blob.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? See, I'll give these people credit for like going out and wearing these costumes. Because they feel it, and this is what they want to do, and I'll give them credit for that because then in their mind they know that somebody's talking bad about them. That's like one of those sixth senses that black folks got. We know when folks talking bad about us. And
that dude over there smoke. He talking smack, man. Let's go talk to him right there. Let's go holler about him.
See, exactly. And I'm like, these folks are brave, and they don't give a damn. They gonna come out in their gear. But there were some really cool costumes out there, like the Green Lantern Corps showed up, and Batman showed up, and the Batman looked like the movie Batman.
Okay.
And, Storm Shadow swung by our booth a couple of times. I'm like, you swing that sword one more time around me, you're going to have to buy a book, damn it. So, but, it was, in all seriousness, it was a very, very good time.
Yeah, there was a really good Storm Shadow at Philly, too, that almost took a couple people's heads off. All right, John, let's move it over to you. Heroes Con, how'd you do?
Oh, bought way too damn much, had way too damn much fun, and drank way too damn much thanks to Mongoose Dog.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, let's put it this way. If Mongoose was on here...
Don't drink with that man, dude.
Oh.
That man had me drawing. Again, see, that's his fault, man. That dude had me drawing like... I drew Jetta, right?
Yeah.
I draw her all the time. I drew her with backwards hands, dude.
Oh.
Thumb on the opposite side of her body, man. That made no sense whatsoever.
Can we blame that Oracle on him, then?
It's yes. Blame it on Mongoose Dog. I would. I am.
I'll remember that. Yeah. Mongoose Dog, we have you to blame.
Yes. Got a few didn't get a lot of sketches. Did get one beautiful piece of art at the art auction on Saturday night. Chris Moreno Zatanna.
Cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I was surprised. A couple of people did not bid me for it. I was like, I'm capped at 200. They're like, 200 going once. I was like, I'll go 225, and they're like, sold. I was like, okay, woo. Yeah. Let's see what else. There was the $5 trade guy who I think I killed, and a couple other people. This guy had I think at least 30 long boxes. No,
Yes.
over 30 long boxes
Now,
Yes.
of trade.
these were more than just Marvel trades, right? Because a lot of the times you see those $5 trades, and they're basically just whatever run over from Marvel that people have.
It was, I would say it was 80% Marvel and Dark Horse.
Mhm.
But here's the fun part: they were obviously remaindered out from bookstores and then sent back to the publisher. Sold to Diamond, who then sold it to this guy at a big discount because I asked him. I even asked the guys, you get these at the 80% blowout from Diamond? He said, yeah.
Wow.
And they were obvious. I mean, they were mass market edition because a couple of them had mass market edition, and even one or two of them still had the sticker from Books A Million on them.
Yeah. Oh, funniest picture I've seen recently is a guy inside of Borders picking up a book, and on the back it says Books A Million.
Wow.
I think
That's funny.
something went to the wrong place.
Yes.
All right.
But I filled in a couple of runs, and I got actually interested again in the X universe, which just means I bought I think 10, 11 trades of X-Men stuff, and I've probably got another 10, 11 to go.
Jeez. Recent stuff like the Brubaker stuff.
Some of it, yeah. I mean, you're talking Rise and Fall of pretty much every X-Men trade from New X-Men New X-Men Morrison, but I mean, with a couple of exceptions, all the way up until Divided He Stands, the Gambit when where Gambit and Xavier returned after getting shot in Messiah War.
Right.
But I didn't see Messiah Complex. That's the one I was looking for.
Huh.
But yeah, there's a ton of it.
I guess
mean,
maybe that's the one that everybody wanted.
Yeah, because it's just now come out in soft, and it's still selling well on hardcover because Amazon can't even keep the soft in stock.
Jeez.
Wow.
And I can personally blame John for me going over to that $5 trade bin and getting the Noble Causes Archive Volume 2.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
But they didn't have Volume 1. That was annoying.
See, because I had Volume 1 from DCBS, and it was so good. It was a book that was so good when I started reading. I was like, man, I'm reading this too fast. I need to put this down. I'm enjoying this too much. And so now I got Volume 2, so now I've been starting reading Volume 1 again. That book is off the hook. So I can blame John for that. So, yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Tell him about that lovely piece of artwork you donated to me, sir.
Oh, you remember that sketch you gave me that Bob rejected, Martheus?
Yeah.
I gave it to Mr. Pryor.
Oh, sweet.
Because he likes the Jetta versus Red Sonja, I think.
Red Sonja, yeah.
He was like,
cool.
I think he was thinking about how shit his pants. He was so happy when he saw it.
Yes, I
was. Like, oh, that can't
really?
be that good. Then he saw it. He's like, ah.
I'm glad you like it, man.
Hey, man, it's off the hook, man. Dude, I got so excited, like a Prince squeal almost came out of my throat. That's how excited I got about that piece of artwork, man. You know, I mean,
and that's more like Little Richard. That's not Prince.
but no, man, seriously, it's off the hook, man. So I was like, man, this is tight. So yeah, that's awesome. Every time I see that picture, I see Jetta and then I see Red Sonja, and I envision Red Sonja as Diamond Distribution, and I just become so happy inside.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking in my brain. So that's the analogy I wanted to make. But I wasn't saying anything though. But
oh no, and I'm not saying that you saying anything. I mean, if they're gonna come after somebody, they're gonna come after me, not you. So it's all right.
Right.
You two should do that book idea I gave you, Martha. Sean.
Oh shit.
Oh, yes.
For your boo, diamonds aren't forever. AKA, for your boo, fuck you bitches. Oh, yeah, don't forget to bleep that.
Oh, yes, because I'm really good at bleeping things on this show.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. That's like I said, that's getting off on the subject. But it's all politics and business, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to. I always look at it. It's up to the comic book industry and the readers to find a new way, man. I think it will. Eventually, it will find a new way, and it's going to be another opening for independent comics to come out.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that as a segue because the biggest news of the weekend was the debuting of Longbox.
Yeah.
Which you had a good question, Sean. Is like who's going to be on the board to decide which of the indie comics get into it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well,
and
let's let everybody out there know what Longbox is for those who didn't actually hear about it. Longbox would be sort of like an iTunes for comic books. That is, for like 99 cents, you download a comic and you can put it on any device you want, really. And
up to three. Up to three,
yes.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there is DRM on the comics, but at least it gives you a way. It gives you a way to have legitimate copies of comic books and still support the creators as opposed to just downloading them off some random website.
Yeah.
Okay. I know, and I think that's definitely a positive step in the right direction. I mean, with like Longbox, Comixology, Comics XP, and all these other people, we're starting to get those venues. They're just not the quote unquote norm yet, but it's going to get there, and I think that's going to be real big for indie creators. And I put it to you like this. And Martheus is a perfect example of this. You just got to stay on your grind, and it's going to be tough in the beginning, and it'll be tough for a while. But
it's tough now.
Exactly. But if you believe in it strong enough, man, you just got to keep at it. And you're always going to have your detractors, and you're always going to have those obstacles. But hey, you'll get through it if you believe in it strong enough, and you feel if you're that committed towards it, you'll get through it, and you'll be all right. And then you'll get a movie deal like Martheus did with Jeddah.
Dude, whatever, man. That's one of those things where it's like. It was right place at the right time or right place at the wrong time. I don't know what it is, but
a place at a time.
Yeah, a place at a time. But yeah, it was that's definitely one of the things that I believe in, man. I guess the thing that kept us going a lot of times with Jeddah, man. It's just when things got hard, we got to remember what we did it for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We did it for because we like the story. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? It's, I'm down with, what Diamond says, anybody else, man. We like the story. We fell in love with the story ourselves, and we just wanted to tell it to whoever would listen. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you remember that, and you keep that in mind and keep that focus, and you have the drive to do it, you'll do it.
Exactly.
Well, let's. Let's roll back a little bit to the con itself. Although, actually, we should actually probably talk about Longbox a little bit more here first, though. What's everybody's take on it? I mean, do you think that it actually has the possibility of becoming something huge? Because there's still no color e-readers out there, which is a problem. Because if anything is a color independent book, then you got to worry about having it on a form factor like an iPod Touch or something like that, which is good, but it's still small in comparison. Once we get to a point where we have an Amazon e-reader or a Sony e-reader or an e-reader period that also does color along with the black and white, then I think things like Longbox will really become viable for everybody.
Oh, yeah, definitely, and those color e-readers are coming, man. I mean, they're already in the. I think Fujitsu's already in the process of making one. If they haven't made it already, and they're just testing it, so it's coming. It's just going to be expensive at first, but as always, it cycles through, and then it'll be inexpensive, and then everybody can have one, and then we can get back into more people hopefully more people reading comics. Because also with the comic, with comics itself, there are a lot of closet comic readers. And I think this would help entice people to buy books because then that way they wouldn't have to step foot into a store. They, and they wouldn't have to feel that sense of quote unquote alienation. So, although you shouldn't feel alienated when you go to a comic book store, but some people do. So I think it could really, really do some good. And I think it also promote open competition because if a Longbox jumps off, that means Comixology is going to jump off well. That might mean that Comics XP jumps off really well. And that might mean, that all these other digital distribution vendors will start to get that buzz and start to get things rolling. So I think it would be good. I think it would be good for everybody.
Yeah, the portable readers, they're really going to have to work out the resolution issues and battery life issues. That's going to be the two keys. I mean, you got to have a battery life that's going to be a good long, like at least a good 8 hours on a recharge, and have a good screen resolution. Because I mean, if you're going to look at it for the art, you're going to need to be able to look at it really well. I mean, just going off his presentation, one thing I did enjoy, in which you can tell that they're obviously going to be putting out eventually for an iPhone or for an e-reader type book, is that with it you can zoom in panel by panel, not just by page or zoom in and out and out. You can actually just hit the over arrows and be going panel by panel if you want.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I set in on that, and I was like, that to me was like, okay, you're obviously going to be aiming this at a future Kindle type stuff, iPod Touch, iPod, and iPhones. The other big thing that they mentioned was that they were going to try to get on Xbox Live.
Okay.
But they did not mention.
Huge.
Yeah, real huge.
Yeah, I mean they're going to use both either a credit card system or a points card style. It's like similar to the Microsoft points for the Xbox, but it's roughly going to be a 5 gets you 1. So like if you buy a $100 card, you get 120 points or 120 comics. Yeah. If you buy, say, if you get like a subscription, you don't get a discount on. If you buy like a monthly subscription a year, you'll get it for I think $10 and not $12 is one of their pricing structures. If you buy the ingredients of a trade, if you buy the component issues, you'll get a discount on the trade equivalent. Nobody called him on, and I didn't get him to answer it, whether or not that was the digital trade version or the graphic trade version. And he also did say that they're going to try and partner with, off the bat at least, with Top Cow and Boom, putting comics in the collected editions.
Nice. So
that you can go to the digital and get a digital version like you can with DVDs and everything. So they're going to be trying that as well.
Now think about it. How cool would it be to be on your Xbox 360 using Longbox and like watching, like reading a comic on your HD TV?
That'd be sweet.
That would be real sweet.
That's what he mentioned because that's how they did one of their original presentations to Marvel, wanted them to do that, and he was like, that's how he had to get the presentation for Longbox to work on an HD TV.
Yeah.
62-inch HD.
Go ahead. Convince me to get an Xbox 360. You guys suck.
But you know what? That was the thing that made me go, okay, what about Sony? Because he did not mention PlayStation Network at all, because you would figure the PSP would be, or whatever the device that's coming to replace the PSP would be the perfect thing for that.
Yeah.
It would be, but the issue may be that Sony is very proprietary as far as what they're doing, because I'm sorry, PS3 Home, whatever they call it, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't have a PS3.
Yeah.
Because I think it's not suitable for my needs. It's not like I got time to play games every single day. But my whole thing is that if I do, it better do what it should do and for what I paid for.
And let's remember, why would they focus on the number 3 video game system out there at the moment? And that would be the PlayStation 3. I mean, market share comparison, it's Xbox 360, Wii, PlayStation 3.
Well, they're not going to do the Wii period.
Yeah. I mean that would only be viable if they were able to actually be able to store things on SD cards and stuff like that, and that's not going to be something at this time that's actually a possibility. But Martheus, what sort of would this sort of distribution model be viable for something like Jetta or something like that?
I think so. We've been approached a couple times by a couple of different like viewers and stuff like that wanted to try things. One of my friends that I met at Superman Celebration, Josh Elder, he worked on a whole bunch of stuff for DC, and he's got a book for Tokyo Pop as well, and he's starting his own thing too, and it looks something similar. It's similar to Longbox, you know what I mean? And I'm really interested in seeing what he's got and stuff like that. But Yeah, I think it'll. The thing with Jetta is that we've got the whole graphic novel thing going. You know what I mean? It's so long of a story.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could, for sake of just keeping the size of each file down and trying to make it something that you won't have to, wade through a whole bunch of pages in order to read. Maybe that's good, but at the same time, to try it out, we could break it up into chapters possibly.
Yeah.
Place those up there. And I think that'll help out the longevity as well as help out the more of the viability of us doing something like that. So it won't be so long and cumbersome that way.
I'd assume that a lot of that's probably the tactic that a lot of people are going to wind up taking with this, as opposed to just doing one straight graphic novel. You're definitely going to have to break it up into parts because, I mean, of course, you can give people the option of downloading the full graphic novel, but it's like, I mean, sure, iTunes gives you the option between a song and an album. I mean, you don't always want to get just the one album. You want to sample it first, so you're really going to have to start with one chapter.
We've got books out that we're trying to. The newest book out is it's a 32-page book. It's not like a. Actually, it's 36 or something like that. But it's not like a graphic novel, so that will work will work perfectly.
Oh,
the one thing I'm waiting on. Like has been said before, is to make sure that the quality of the viewer is the best. You know what I mean? It's something that's not going to degrade the artwork that's going into it. Because, you take a lot of time in doing that. And if it comes up on the HDTV and you see, really weird pixels. Because you still, I got a PlayStation 3, and sometimes you can go online, and the stuff online, I got an HDTV, and it just does not look clear. You know what I mean? It's because it's a low-res image that's pulling up on a high definition TV.
Yep.
And that's the thing that worries me is if I do this, I want to be able to have the best quality image that I could possibly have on that high definition TV, because that's going to be the key of people coming back and getting it again.
I hear you.
Yeah, that was a question that I talked to the guy for a couple of minutes afterwards, and his question was, "You sure you don't work for Newsarama and CBR?" Because I was peppering him. I was like, now you've talked about. I was like, with the art and stuff. I mean, a lot of people now are going to be watching this on their 360 or doing. It's like, what kind of file size are you talking about for download?
Right.
I mean, that's going to be the key. I mean, are you going to, because you kept talking during the presentation about having director's commentary versions, special editions. I mean, like for you, Sean, your version could have the music embedded in it.
Mm-hmm.
Making of DVD. There's going to be making of stuff that Jonathan Hickman's going to have on his version of Nightly News that's up there.
Awesome. That would be cool.
Little video parts of it in there. I'm like, okay, that's going to really bump up the size, but how big are the actual files going to be themselves? I mean, are you going to have a low-res version and a high-res version depending on what you do it for? Because, I mean, the one you have for your 360 is going to be completely different than the one I have for my 14-inch laptop or for your iPhone.
I'd assume that they would go with the same sort of model that iTunes has as well, with the like the SD video and the HD video options. Similar to that, they probably have the SD image options and the HD image options. Maybe charge, say, like an extra 25 cents if you want an HD version or something like that. I mean, I'm just throwing this out there, but that would seem to be the viable answer.
Yeah, and the one other thing you said is that the pricing right now is going to be $1 for Boom and for everybody else. But I was like, what about if you get DC and Marvel? Are you going to charge more? And he said, we might have. He said, we're probably going to have to charge a little bit more, which didn't surprise me because DC and Marvel want to get a little bit more money.
Yeah, $3.99 for 20 pages. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Woo.
And but here's the thing though. This is where it might benefit. It's going to benefit Boom and all the other publishers because, hey, you go to any type of store or any type of web store, and if you see things, you see a bunch of things, and the stuff you really want is at a higher price. Yeah, you're going to pay for it, but then you're going to start looking around and say, okay, this is much cheaper and this is much cheaper. And just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's bad. So, I think this will give people the opportunity to see what else is out there. Whereas if they go to a comic book store, hey, there's some comic book stores that don't carry Boom. There's some comic book stores that don't carry certain indies. So whereas they're going to carry the top two because that's their cash cow. Well, online, hey, the choices are yours. So this is going to benefit the smaller publishers for sure.
Yeah, and people are more likely to throw a buck at something that just from the cover looks interesting. Because they did say in the previews for everything, they're going to have at least a good couple of 3 pages of everything for everything up there. They're going to have couple of preview pages.
Yeah, well, the thing that I can probably compare that to, I mean, you're talking about throwing things a buck. I mean, Comic Timing's picking a month for the previous month for June. Over at Heroes Corner was Phil Hester's new book. Why? Because it's $1. You know, $1 for issue 1. I mean, that's what better way to grab you into a book than charge $1 for it? You know, and I mean that's the same thing with that new Vertigo series, Unwritten.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a good series.
It's fantastic.
Wasn't that first issue like a quarter?
It was $1.
It was $1.
It was $1,
Was it?
but it was
Okay.
$1 for 40 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
and 50 cents through DCBS or Heroes Corner.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Keeps reminding me of was it Bob Braytall's first issue challenge? I mean, he literally says you buy the first issue because generally DCBS and Heroes will have them for half off. Why not?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that's what I do now, and I end up dropping some of them, but still half off for the first issue. I'll do it.
Go for
Okay.
it. Yeah. All right. Let's roll things over a little bit back to the convention. John, did you go to any panels?
I went to the most useless panels on Earth, aka DC Nation and Marvel.
Oh,
other than
snap!
come on! Outside of Marvel, basically saying, yeah, we're gonna do 8 one-shots because we're stupid. Because it's basically, hi, this is the Green Goblin's hit list. I don't like these people. Oh, come on. People already aren't that enthused with Dark Reign, and you're going to make it even darker Reign? Please.
Darker Rain, Crimson Rain, Blackest Rain.
Blackest Rain.
Yeah.
Final Reign.
Crisis on Infinite Rain. Yeah.
Secret Reign.
Okay. All right. We've gone too far. But yeah. No. So in other words, not much was actually revealed.
No, nothing. Although this year was weird compared to last year. Last year was very DC heavy. I mean, mostly because DiDio was here, Wade was still with DC at the time, and you had a lot of DC creators. This year was very Marvel centric because you had almost all of Marvel's big guns lately out there.
Well, the reasoning behind that being, I assume this had something to do with it, was that DiDio and Bob Wayne both chose to go to Philly as opposed to Heroes. Because, again, you had that problem with Heroes and Philly being the same weekend. So when your big two wind up going to Philly, probably because they could just drive there, as opposed to having to worry about flying out there, then DC is probably going to choose not to get that many of their big guys out to Heroes if their editor-in-chief isn't even there.
Yeah, well, last year was mostly because, this is, I think, DiDio's first time in like 3 or 4 years not to come to Heroes.
Yeah, it was his first time in Philly in, I believe, 3 years, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But
so
go ahead.
Well, one of the things I was going to bring up, sort of relating to this, and we had to bring it up eventually, what do you guys think about this whole stupid crap about Philly, scheduling themselves the same weekend as Heroes Con? I mean, isn't that sort of cannibalism?
To me, it kind of reminds me of what like the Wizard conventions kind of were doing when the Wizard conventions were kind of competing with some of the other bigger conventions around and stuff like that. I think it just goes down to just being business. This is one of those things where Heroes is kind of, from what I've heard, Heroes is one of those things that is just kind of up and coming. It's one of those conventions where it's got a lot of good industry buzz and a lot of people inside, give it a lot of respect. And the next person is just coming in trying to knock it down a peg, I think. And just by what you said, by them splitting up the big two, pretty much, and not having that big force at Heroes. Because of Philly that same weekend, stuff like that, and being on the same time, it kind of shows what they're trying to they're trying to push, what they're trying to do. To
Right.
me. But
Oh, yeah. And
Well, I mean, I was going
Oh.
to say, look at his wonderful choice in Ultimate Fighting. Come on, Sheamus isn't exactly a good businessman in that respect.
well, I look at it like this. At Heroes Con, there was a big DC booth. There was a Marvel booth. There was a Boom booth, and those booths were pretty huge. There was no Marvel or DC booth at Wizard World Philly, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
So when your biggest publisher that has a booth at Wizard World Philly is Zenoscope, that should tell you something. And that's not a knock. And that's not a knock on Zenoscope. That's just I'm just telling you that's the state of that convention. If you know what I mean. That literally shows you the state of that convention. So people are saying that it's the last Wizard World Philly. Who knows? I mean, granted, didn't they just buy the Toronto Comic Con last
did.
week?
Yeah, they did.
yeah.
I really don't know what they're doing per se. I know that Toronto Comic Con has a very positive endorsement behind it, and maybe by them buying this Comic Con, because I doubt they're going to call it Wizard Toronto Comic Con. They'll probably call it Toronto Comic Con because the name Wizard right now is not a very popular name.
Big Apple Con is still going to be Big Apple Con.
Mm-hmm. And this might be the new trend for Wizard, buying cons that are either okay or stable, and using them as their new platform and removing the Wizard name altogether.
Right. And Avatar Press was at Philly also, so I think that they were probably the biggest name that actually had a booth.
Ah, okay, cool.
So but I do definitely get what you're saying though. When the big two, choose to have at least their booths at Heroes, that's choosing sides in one way. I mean, sure,
Right.
Didio and Wayne are elsewhere, but I guess this does say that one of them is on the upswing and one of them is on the downswing, and it sure as hell ain't Wizard on the upswing.
Right, and my whole thing is that, look, I may disagree with like a lot of the things that Wizard does, but just because of that, I don't want them to fail per se, because you need as many voices as possible in this industry, as necessary. And, and things are not looking good for them right now. And it's real easy to kick them while they're down. But at the same time, as much as I dislike a lot of things that they do and have done, they need to stay around. And I don't think they're going to be around that much longer. Or something needs to be there to be an additional voice for comics, because
Right.
we can't keep losing these outlets for voices for comics.
Hey, straight up, man, I would have been at Heroes had I had the money for it.
Oh man,
Well,
you could have split a hotel. You could have split a hotel with me and Chad, homie.
Well, okay. But let's remember, it cost me $30 to go to Philly.
Oh, fair enough.
That's it. $30 there and back. I stayed with a friend Saturday night, so so my Saturday room and board was on the house, and I went to see Star Trek on Sunday. I didn't even spend Sunday at the con. so I saw it for the third time. Yeah, go me. And but it's a good movie. and it's basically a train ride there, train ride back, where I don't have to worry about anything else.
Oh no worries, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what's economically viable for you in these tough times.
I hear
trust
it.
me.
Yeah, in these tough times, take a drink. Yeah.
I was gonna say this. Didn't this scenario play out one time before with Wizard? They tried to buy up another convention, or they tried to have the convention at the same time as another convention before, and they got a whole bunch of backlash, so they canceled their convention.
Yes, actually. I forget which one it was, though. It wasn't Wizard. Was there in Ohio at some point?
I cannot remember.
Wizard World?
The Wizard World, Ohio, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, I lived in Ohio majority of my life. I can't recall there ever being a WWO.
Maybe it was just Philly, because I'm trying to remember which one it was, because I think it was actually against Heroes Con that the situation was.
Nah, it's always been Philly the last 3 years, I know. Could it have been Wizard World Cali against something else? Did they schedule that against Emerald Con one year?
I can't remember what exactly they did, but it was like this big freaking fan outcry because of it, and they just said, "Screw it, we're not going to do it."
And creators, I remember that.
Creators were upset.
Yeah, it might have actually just been Heroes Con versus Philly one year. It might have very well been, because this. If I remember correctly, this is not the first year that Heroes Con has gone up against Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Third year in a row, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about then. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean I hear what you're saying, Martheus, because I mean creators, if they like a con, and creators love heroes from what I hear.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean, there were some people, and you know, listening to Comic Geek Speak, I heard this. There were some people who are from the Philly area that chose Heroes Con over Philly.
But see, that's like I was talking about with the buzz that I've been hearing about, and why I want to really get there is because I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it. You know, a lot of people saying that the convention treated them well, which is a big thing. You know what I mean? If the convention doesn't treat the creators well, and they kind of scuttle from here to there, and they can't find people to help them out with certain things, that's a big thing, you know. And I forgot exactly who I was talking to, but they were just saying that couldn't say, you know, anything bad about the convention, and I was just like, dude, I gotta get there.
I only had one complaint the entire weekend, and that was Dustin when he was in the auction. If you were not in the middle, all you basically heard was this 20 what? It's like, just for some reason, Dustin's voice just did not translate.
Huh.
Yeah. And I only had one issue with Heroes Con, and that was during check-in.
Okay.
And that was the only issue I had, and I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh,
because it was quite... Okay, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. All right. So myself and Dave and John, we get to the convention center. We're all excited. You know, we can't wait. You know, we're going to get our booth. And there's this lady at the table, you know, taking registrations, blah, blah, blah. And so she just finished with somebody. And it's my turn. And I walk up because I'm representing the booth. And I said, yeah, I'm Sean Pryor with PKD / Big Monster Productions. And she's like, oh, okay, you're on this page right here. And because of the job I work, when I deal with people, I have to, you know, they'll constantly ask you, you know, your name, how do you spell your last name, and all this stuff. And I'm, you know, and like in other conventions I've been to, even though my name was quote unquote on that page, they always ask, you know, how do I spell my last name?
Right.
And I'm like, you know, Sean Pryor, Pryor, Pryor. And before I could finish spelling it, she looked up at me and she's like, I know how to spell. Now, here's the thing. Now, here's the thing, okay? I'm just trying to be polite, all right? I'm really trying to be polite. That's all I was just doing. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. And she was just started, you know, for some reason, I don't know what happened. Maybe she dated a black dude back in the day. And the dude did her wrong, and, like, she thinks all black men are evil. I have no idea. But...
She's white, in case you couldn't get the idea from what he's saying, y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
Really, I had no idea.
Thank you, John, for the translation. I do appreciate that. But no, you know, now because everybody who knows me, very polite dude, you know, very courteous and things of that nature. And she just became real bitchy with me, and I didn't know what I did. But you know, John had my back, and he said, "Yo, just chill out. It's okay. It's all right. Just please relax." And she just continued to be real bitchy to me, and. You know, we got our passes, and she sent us on our way. And then the next dude stepped up, and she was uber polite to him. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Oh, boy.
So that was my only problem with the show as a whole. Well, besides that, the show was just fantastic.
Well, sometimes people just take things the wrong way. And I mean, you can't avoid that anywhere. On the bright side, though, at least you didn't have to deal with, you know, being barred from a convention because you work for the Long Beach Comic-Con.
What?
What? I don't know if you guys heard about this, but at Philly, there was one former Wizard employee that was in Artist Alley, and he was actually planning on having Howard Chaykin show up on Saturday to sign a few things because I think one of the books that he was working on, Chaykin was working on, so he was going to actually have Chaykin there to work on everything. He comes in on Friday, no problems, sets up perfectly fine. He comes in to go in on Saturday. And he's been barred from the convention. Completely barred from the convention. He was not allowed back in. And he believes it might be because of his association with the Long Beach Comic-Con, which Wizard might consider to be a competitor. Even though he was not hawking Long Beach Comic-Con at the con, he was just in Artist Alley, and Howard Chaykin could not go in because of this as well, because Howard Chaykin had no place to go. So
that's messed up.
It's really messed up.
That's the thing that I hate, man. I hate that. I hate that there is not, in these economic times, in this type of hard sell type of climate that most of the fan base is in, man. I hate that is so much, competition when it shouldn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like forced competition. All competition, not all competition. Some competition is good, but when you force that competition like that, you know what I mean? If it's true, then that's a shame. That's a real shame, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you just pissed off Howard Chaykin.
Right, which is not good. It's like
he might pull out a gun and kill you all.
He will go American flag on your ass.
And see, there's one of the big differences. I mean, there was at least 2 booths that were hawking Baltimore Comic-Con stuff, including the $5 trade guy.
Yeah, and well, look, okay. When I go to a convention, specifically an anime convention, I know that they're 2 different things, but it's important that I mention this here. There's usually at least 3 booths inside of the convention promoting other anime conventions.
Right.
That are coming up
That's
later in the year.
Though.
Yeah,
that's expected.
Of course, yeah. Like, I mean, Anime Next, which was the most recent one I went to. There was an Otakon booth. There was an Anime Boston booth for next year's Anime Boston. There was at least one more booth for I think Kineticon. Of course, sure, they mentioning this to Sean about the spelling your name, they spelled my name wrong on 2 different badges, 2 different ways. So I was Levenstein with a second. Let's see, what was it? Levin on one, and the other one they wrote an I instead of an L for Levenstein. But either way, going back to what I was mentioning, yeah, they pimp other cons there, and I've seen that at other comic conventions as well. Big Apple was being pimped at MoCA. Did MoCA care? No,
right.
Of course not. It's not their convention. Why would they care? So that makes no goddamn sense to me at all.
No,
I would hope that that's not true. I'm always trying to keep my ears open to find out other sides of the story. So I'm hoping that that's not true, though. You know what I'm saying? That would suck if it would be.
What I think might have been the situation is that there might have been one Wizard employee higher up that might have made this call. Like not the convention itself.
Right,
but one guy, and it could sometimes take one prick to ruin the convention for everybody.
Right.
So who knows? I mean that's still out there. Yes, there might be another side of the story. So don't take my word for total granted here. But that's what was reported by the Beat and by Bleeding Cool and by a bunch of other places.
Wow.
Yeah. But let's yet again roll it back to the convention itself a little bit. So Sean, I mean, how much time did you actually have to wander, to roam, and to frolic?
On Saturday and Sunday, I had time to wander and frolic because it was kind of like a feast or famine issue as far as getting people. People buying the book and things of that nature, or being interested in the book and asking questions about it. I'm not the type of dude to run out in the middle of the floor and grab somebody and pull somebody to my table to buy a book. That's just foul, because if somebody did that to me, I'd jack them in the throat. So,
Man, I seriously, what is it about being on my show?
I don't know. I don't know.
Angry black man.
I just get so violent on your show.
Come on.
It's like Wayne Brady on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Is Sean Bryan going to have to choke a bitch?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're right.
Give me a sandwich. But anyway, I had time to walk around a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. The funny thing about Sunday was this. Dwight and Swain from the Sidebar podcast, they were at HeroesCon on Sunday, and I heard their voices. And I always wanted to meet those guys. They have a good podcast. And I was like, let me see if I can go find these dudes. And so I heard their voices, so I started walking around, and I lost them. And I said, oh, that's all right. Maybe I'll bump into him later. And I turned my head and I look, and there's this booth. And it did say $1 comics. And then it was scratched down. It said 50-cent comics, $4 trades, and things like that. I was like, huh. It's like, let me go over here. They probably don't have anything I really want, but I'll go look anyway. So I started looking. I was like, let me look at the A's. I'm like, wow, they have the complete run of All-Star Batman for $1 a piece. I was like, that's interesting, including the variant covers.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow, that's kind of cool. I was like, that's right, 50 cents. Oh, that's cool. I bet you they don't have All-Star Squadron. And before I could finish the word Squadron, boom. I mean, a fleet of All-Star Squadron comic books And
Nice.
normally those are real hard to find. And normally if you do find them, like at regular comic book stores, people are trying to charge $2, $3, $4, for these books. I'm like, they're going to sit here forever.
Right.
They should be cheaper. And I bought I got about 60 to 70% of the All-Star Squadron run for 50 cents a piece, including the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossovers.
Oh, dude.
Yes. So that was a
man.
coup. That was a coup right there. I was very excited about that. But also got to talk with a bunch of indie creators, and we trade books and stuff like that, and was able to make connections with these cats, and possibly might try to collabo with some folks. And it also gave me a chance to come up with a new idea for the pkdmedia.com website, because we got comics on the website. But one thing I want to do is I want to reach out my hand to other independent creators, podcasts, and things of that nature, and shine a spotlight on them too. And so what I decided to do is come up with this thing called the PKD Media Spotlight. And in a couple of weeks, every Thursday, we're going to put the spotlight on an independent creator or artist you might not know about, or a podcast you might want to listen to, or maybe even a comic book store somewhere. You know what I mean? Just, it's a way to get the word out about people I think folks are sleeping on.
Cool.
Because there were a lot of people at the con, like Bad Monkey Brain Studios. These four cats, Jay Carr, Izzy, Brian Mays, and Rand Arrington. Really great guys, pretty talented artists, and they all do their own thing, but together they form their own little studio. Really cool cats. And, I said, man, somebody needs to know about these cats. Like the Identity Comics crew. I still say people don't know. A lot of people sleep on them. And those are some talented people too. So I feel that this is a good way for me to extend my hand out and get the word out on these people. But and I was also able to get a lot of sketches. I shouldn't have bought as many sketches as I did. But they're all fantastic. And boy, I tell you could go broke at that con. I'm for real. You could go broke. So for people, I'm telling you, if you did not go to Heroes Con this year, you got to come next year.
Okay.
You got to come. That means you, Ian.
Okay.
Yes, you have to go.
Fine.
Yeah, that $5 trade guy actually saved me from chaos. I would have been right dumpster in a bin diving right beside you, because shit, I blew all my money on him, and then buying that Moreno sketch really blew what little I had left.
Yo, I spent money on one sketch all con long at Philly, and it was $1. $1. It was from Franco, from Art and Franco.
Oh,
He drew me a cyborg in the Tiny Titan style.
oh, that's really cool.
And Cyborg had a word bubble that said "Cyborg" with an exclamation point. He said for some reason when he draws Cyborg, he's always got to draw him with the word bubble and the exclamation point.
See, that's really cool.
Yes.
I got a Chris Giarrusso sketch, and it's the Falcon and one of Giarrusso's original characters from G-Man, Sparky.
Oh, cool.
And they're Falcon's flying and Sparky's racing to action.
Oh, nice.
Man, I was like, this is off the hook. And he gave me a free Luke Cage head sketch.
Ooh.
Because Giarrusso's fantastic. I love his art style, and I love what he does for comics, because he makes comics for everybody.
Yes.
You read Mini Marvels or G-Man. I'm like, look, I don't care if you're an adult. It's just as fun as for an adult as it is for a child. So I'm like, this is fantastic. And there was this one artist by the name of Renee DeLiz. Let me tell you something. This woman is talented. I don't know what book she's on. I don't know what she does. I got the coolest Wonder Woman sketch from her and from Fred Chow. Fred Chow gave me a cool Wonder Woman sketch too.
Watch out though, because Fred Chow gonna eat you.
Hey man, Fred Chow is talented.
She was cute too. That didn't hurt.
No, or Renee DeLiz. Oh, hella fine. Yes, my wife didn't hear that, did she? Okay, cool.
Why would you think that your wife is listening to this show?
Wait.
No.
Women don't listen to podcasts.
It doesn't
unless
matter.
They're about.
Dude, I don't know what y'all talking about. Janet listen to podcasts. Dude, I be in trouble all the time.
See, there you go. See, Martheus knows. They listen.
Oh boy.
Remember, Martheus, you're not
They
on.
know you on it.
You're not on comic timing. You're on. let's
Coffee
see.
talk with nah.
No. See, I was going to go with comic book page.
Oh, comic book page. Oh, yes. Yes, you're on Just Bill's comic drawer box this week. That's all.
You know what? She know the difference. Email Bill and be like, hey, what's going on?
What did asshole say?
Was Martheus on your show? And Bill be like, no, Martheus was not on my show.
Because Bill will throw you under the bus in about half a heart.
Right.
And he'll back it up, and then he'll run it forward and keep on going.
Yes, he will.
Right.
Yes, he will. Hey, but say what you will about Philly, man, and I mentioned this last episode. I'll mention it here again. I was able to get volumes 1 and 2 of Birds of Prey, which have been out of print for like 10 years, for 50% off.
Which ones were those?
Wait, say again?
The ones with the one-shot?
Yeah. The first volume is all the one-shots. The second volume is a couple of one-shots, and then I think the first 3 issues of the original Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, with
that's fantastic.
Chuck Dixon and Greg Lamb before he sucked.
And then there was like another, 75, 80 issues until they started trading it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's on my list of things to collect because that series is, as far as trades go, is a complete and utter clusterfuck.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And also Flash Born to Run for 50% off.
Very cool.
Yeah, the original printing.
Oh, yeah, I got a, was it Marvel 1995 hardcover, and the artist was giving a free sketch in the front cover of it.
Oh, nice.
If you bought it at the con and brought it to him, and he was doing a free sketch, so I got a nice, good old Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. in there.
Hey, Martheus, how difficult is it for you to walk around a con when you're at a con? I mean, obviously you spend most of your time, behind the booth, but about how much of that is devoted to actual shopping and shit?
And it depends on if I'm having a good time in the first place. Yeah, that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? If she ain't, then hey, cool. Comic books for everybody. But if she is, it's like, baby, I saw this book, man. That book is nice. It's shiny. It's a shiny cover too. Can I get it?
It's 50 cents, honey. No. Can I have a couple quarters to go buy it?
I know. Can I get some quarters? Can I play this video game? No. Most of the time, though, I take a break. I try to take a break every around noon for lunch or something like that. For about an hour and a half at a convention or something like that. If I'm going to be there long, and I go out and I shop and stuff like that. Most of the stuff that I go out hunting for, I don't know if you guys heard, I have a lunchbox that it's a silver lunchbox, and I've gotten everybody that I can possibly fathom that have ever worked on or have acted in anything dealing with Superman on that lunchbox. Ooh. So most of my time is spent trying to get more signatures on the lunchbox. So, I don't get a lot of time to shop. Now, a lot of times, like if I'm at Comic-Con, though, Sundays I'll do my shopping because they mark down stuff on Sundays.
Hell yeah.
You can really get some really good deals on Sundays, especially on books and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to do most of my shopping, it's going to be on Sundays, but the majority of the time, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that, my break time is going to be trying to get signatures on that lunchbox because that is Anakin's college fun right there. That lunchbox.
Now,
but,
anybody for an image? Sound like a speculator there, don't you?
What's that?
Speculator.
Who me?
Yeah.
I'm really not a speculator. Really, tell you the truth, you know what? It started out really to me getting that lunchbox. I was going to get Michael Rosenbaum's signature, and I did not have anything to write it on. And they had this cool-ass lunchbox. I was like, oh, that'd be straight. You know what I mean? So I got it, and it just kept going off of that. You know what I mean? And then, it's kind of cool when you walk around with the lunchbox, and then, like Erica Durant would be like, hey, lunchbox guy. I'm like, hey, how you doing, Erica? How you doing? You want me to come over there so you can see my lunchbox again? Okay, I'll be right there.
Where's the lunchbox boy?
Where's the lunchbox man? Hey, how you doing? You got a sandwich in the lunchbox? No, I don't have a sandwich in the lunchbox. Stuff like that.
Just do yourself a favor, man. Do yourself a favor. Never, and I mean ever, show that lunchbox to Mr. Raphael Suhu. He will steal it. He will slobber it. And chances are he will never let go.
Dude,
Yeah,
that,
I probably won't ever take it to like Super Show or anything like that. And if I see him, I'll probably run.
I stand by my statement at the first of this episode.
that lunchbox would be to Ralph Suhu as Darkseid is to the anti-life equation.
Holy crap! You mean
I'm telling you.
slobbering, and I must have it.
Twitching.
Voice.
Exactly.
Twitching.
He'll sound like Gollum, I swear. My precious.
Holy crap!
I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I've never seen a dude so infatuated with Superman in my entire life than Raph. I mean, I give him props for it because, you know, I'm glad that he enjoys the medium of comics itself. But I was just like, I did not know this dude loves Superman that much because he's never heard my Superman Returns rant. So, you know, and see,
I have.
Yes, that should be on Comic Timing's Greatest Hits, by the way.
We're getting there, man. Once episode 100 happens, I might put it together another Greatest Hits.
And you got to put on that outtake that you did about Bill Cosby wearing a watermelon suit, selling watermelon Jello.
Yes.
You see, I'm still convinced that was a whole ploy by them Jello folks. Oh, we gonna make this Negro wear a watermelon suit and sell watermelon Jello. They don't fool me. They do not fool me.
You just be happy I cut the singing.
Yes, yeah, Ebony and Ivory. Boy, I was drinking that night. Oh, I was drinking that night. Yes,
As opposed to what, Thursday night? Yeah, the reason you didn't make any money wasn't because you couldn't sell comics, because you agreed to buy Dwanch's drinks the whole weekend. That was stupid.
Well, no, because he lettered like 70% of PKD Media Presents Volume 1. And so I had to give him something for it. I'm like, well, here's $75. Oh, boy, he was gone.
All right,
So,
all right.
I'm sorry. I digress.
Fine. But before we start,
And that was
talking
like,
about
what, 3 drinks at the fucking Weston Bar? Dear God, $12. That's like $16 for a double rum and coke.
Before we start talking about the Superman weekend, please talk about the nightlife and how you spent it. Both John and Sean, please, to your heart's content, let us know the fun we missed.
John, yes, plenty of drinking. There was plenty of drinking. Let's see. We went to such restaurants as Mertz, which has, you know, solid soul food. Basically, I went there. The food was so good, I thought I was at my grandma's house. Yeah, it was that good. It was that good. I mean, you know, they had Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. I'm talking about Kool-Aid in them stained plastic containers like you got your grandma's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And like the biggest pieces of cake I ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I'm talking like red velvet cake, like, you know, about a foot high. Them nice thick slices. You know, knowing that you can't eat all that, but you're gonna eat it anyway and make yourself sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, just fantastic food, excellent macaroni and cheese, just fantastic food all around. And but no, went to Mertz. There was this Mexican restaurant called Cantina 1511. Imagine like P.F. Chang's for Mexican food, but not as expensive as P.F. Chang's.
Okay.
It's Cantina 1511, really, really good, and like, you know, it was kind of hoity-toity, but we weren't really paying attention and we didn't really give a damn. But that was really, really good. Let's see, what else? Yeah, plenty of drinking.
You forgot the drinking.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't drink that much, but I drank enough. I don't have my collegiate heavyweight drinking belt anymore. But that. I'm sure there were other things in between, but
In between the drinking,
but I can't really remember. But John could probably tell you more than I could.
Mostly what I did was drink and hang out in the Weston lobby. And it's like, unlike your compadres, Super Ugly and Dwanch, I didn't hit the strip club 2 nights in a row. I mean, it was funny because Mongoose told me he, Corsetto, Daniel Corsetto, and Jimmy all went to the strip club. I think it was Friday night. And Jimmy was just basically dragging him to go. It's like, strip club, strip club, strip club, strip club. And he saw the same stripper he's seen the last 2 years there. It's like he wanted to see the stripper he'd seen the last 2 years at there.
She never leaves.
No.
He lives upstairs.
No. But have we convinced you to go next year, Martheus?
Yeah, man. I was, man, the like I said, the whole thing is going to 2 conventions in a row like that is
Oh, yeah.
hard for me to do. Because
you-
Superman Celebration was like a week before or the week
It
after or
was.
something like that.
The week before.
And it was like, man, trying to gear up for that and then trying to gear up for the other. But see, what I want to do is I want to make Heroes Con probably be my convention that I go to and just hang out. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I don't want to go to every convention and set up. I want to go and hang out and drink and kick it and stuff like that. So that I might make that be that one. Now, if I go one year and just so happen to set up and have some good sales, then hey, that's the new San Diego Comic Con for me. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the way I feel with a bunch of the conventions I go to, where I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I'm not even bringing the goddamn recorder with me. I'll meet people. I'll have some good conversations and good times, but this is not a podcasting convention. This is a hanging out convention.
Right.
And-
'Cause it's totally different, man. It's a totally different vibe when you go like that. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
And the networking alone you would make. I mean, Sean, you'll tell him you talk to a ton of people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, people that I thought personally would like never, just take their time to talk to me. Period. I see. In all seriousness, it was kind of mind blowing. It was kind of mind blowing for a moment. But
well, Mark Waid talks to everybody. So.
I know, and I'm talking to everybody. But I'm just talking about just people, those like creators in general, artists in general. You know,
Right.
I'm like, because who am I? I mean, I'm just like this little dude trying to make these comics, and these folks would just take their time out. I mean, I got to talk with I think it's Chris Pitzer of Ad House, I think. And, I got to talk to him for like, a couple minutes, just asking him, about, how can I submit a book to Ad House? So what is it that Ad House is looking for? Those types of things that you might be able to do that over the internet, but it's different when you get to talk to folks face to face, and
Right.
and you can get a better feel of them that way. So, and you, because Morpheus, you kill it. So, man, you would kill it out there, man. Seriously.
I'm killing something. I don't know what it is yet, but it's dying.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not Jewish, because I got to run.
No, that's not true.
All right.
And what's funny is CB Sobolski, who I know I follow on Twitter, and I know you do too, Sean and Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that since he started giving advice to people, he could see the first signs of that at Heroes Con from artists and everybody on how people were submitting stuff to him.
Really?
And CB was staying in our hotel, and CB was a trip because I talked to him a couple times. Yeah. And he said, I asked him, I was like, how's the submissions? He's like, they're okay. We're probably not going to do them, but we'll refer them to a few people. Yeah.
Well, hey, man. And CB Sobolski also, wonderful guy.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic fella. I mean, I'm sad, though, because I missed him, like, every single time I tried to interview him at New York Comic Con. Because I went up to him, like, on Friday, and I was like, yeah, man, yeah, we definitely got to get an interview going. Oh, yeah, sure, no, I'll be around all convention. And whenever I went by, he was not there. It made me sad.
See, that's the thing. For you, I mean, Ian, you could get those interviews. I mean, you could fill up a couple episodes just with the interviews. Everybody else does.
Oh, you mean like I did it at New York? My God, man. I still don't understand why I didn't split that episode in 2. Holy crap. 3 hours. 3 freaking hours of interviews there. What the hell was my problem?
So you had a short Raging Bullets?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's move it on to the Superman celebration that Mr. Matthias Wade attended. So how'd it go, boy?
It was pretty straight, man. This is like the 3rd year that I've been a guest artist there, and 4th year actually. Thank you, Janet, for that.
That's why she's
4th
there.
year. Yeah, but it's getting bigger and bigger every year, man. It's really cool, man. I actually wanted to see if Lynn Workman could get on here because he's actually the dude who sets up a lot of the programming and stuff like that. But he couldn't get on. But yeah, I mean, the convention it's not. I don't even want to say it's a convention. It's not really a convention. It's a celebration. You know what I mean? It's like all outdoors and it's free. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to actually get in because it's a celebration. even like meeting the guys from Smallville and the actors and stuff like that, that's all free. You don't pay anything. The only thing you have to do is just get your ticket, get in line, go get an autograph, and
Cool.
and jet. So I think that's one of the things that adds to the appeal, because for one, a lot of people don't have to shell out a whole bunch of money to go unless you're coming from like out of town and a long way. Like there were some guys that were there from Australia. There were some guys that were there from like England and stuff like that. Now that's some ticket money, but they don't have to, they don't have to pay anything to actually get in and do the activities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the town is small town. It's called Metropolis. This is actually Metropolis, Illinois. And it's a lot of us like to say it's a little bit. It's more like Smallville. It's pretty small. It's not a huge town, but everybody there is really, really nice. And it's really laid back, and
Mm-hmm.
it's totally different than anything that I've actually ever been to. Really, the only thing I can kind of equate it to is, I can't equate it to any convention, because it's not, like I said, it's not really a convention.
Right.
Everybody's really personable. You get a chance to go up and talk to everybody. Just walking up and talking to, like I said, the actors, or talking to the comic book guests, or going up and participating in events and things like that. It's just like everything is nothing is really blocked off to you there. You know what I mean? You can actually, if you want to do it, you want to talk to somebody, just go up and talk to them. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be pretty nice about it.
Now, is this?
I got a chance.
Is this event totally outdoors, or is this inside?
No, it takes place in downtown Metropolis.
Okay.
Which is not very, very big. There are vendors outside. It's kind of like if you went to, the vendors are set up kind of like if you were going to any kind of festival or something like that.
I gotcha.
And then each event takes place in a different place inside of those, down that street.
Mm-hmm. So
like you have the art building, then you have like they like to call it the Smallville tent, and then they have the main stage, and then they have like the Metropolis Central, then they have like the the museum and stuff like that, and all the artists are in one spot, all the actors are in one spot. People move around and travel from place from building to building and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's not all outside. There are some guys that do set up outside. I know, like Steve Rude, he was there one year,
cool.
and he said that he was there 2 years. The first year they had him outside, and he said that he would rather actually prefer to be outside, because people were more personable coming up and talking to him. And, he likes to do the big, painting demonstrations while he's there at his booth. So, that was really good for him to be outside. So there are some artists that do set up outside, but the majority of them set up on the inside because, it's June and it's hot. So, you know what I'm saying? But I got a chance to, hang out with Norton again, man, and that was cool because we get to crack on each other all the time and stuff. And, and I get to talk about how tall he is and how much he looks like a Wookiee. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
practice looking up.
Did you see the baby eating photo? Do you see the baby eating photo that I've got on my Facebook of him?
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you got a chance to hang out. I got a chance to actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but I was working on some, my own version of a Wonder Woman story that I was going to put up online. I was going to draw all the pages. It's an 8-page story. Draw the pages, put the finished artwork, pencils and inks and color online, and just let people read it. Just because I'm one of those people that's like, man, I'm kind of tired of just going to, hoping for the DC job and stuff like that. I want to just go ahead and put my foot in some of the characters that I love real quick and see what happens with it. But I got a chance to actually show those pages to like Gail Simone, man, and that was really cool because I was nervous as crap, man, because I thought she was gonna be like, "That's crap," you know. Jetta's too busted, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But
What are you doing
but,
playing in my sandbox?
yeah, I know. Stop playing in my sandbox. That's mine. But no,
Where's the refrigerator?
But she was really cool, man. I mean, she gave me some really good, you know, pointers and asked me, you know, who had I talked to at DC and stuff like that, and you know, we had a really good conversation about it. You know what I mean? So, and she liked the pages. You know, she was wanting to know what the story was actually about and stuff, and I was like, wow, it's pretty cool.
Don't tell her; she'll steal it.
No,
I doubt it, man.
I know.
I doubt. She was actually, ironically, she was more interested in you know, picking up Jetta stuff, man, and you know, wanting to know what Jetta was about and stuff like that. And
Cool.
we had a conversation about that, and I gave her some books and stuff, and hopefully she liked them. She hadn't written me a scathing email yet, so hopefully she liked them.
Yeah,
But,
I saw you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I don't know. I was saying I saw that you posted like some of those pages on the comic forums, and that's hella dope. Hella dope.
Oh,
So-
thanks, man. The pencils, man. I've had so much fun doing the pencils. I'm trying to finish out the rest of the pages, but like right now, I'm trying to work on some. Darth Vader killing some Wookiees. That's actually what I'm working on right now as I'm talking.
Ooh.
But we that brings me actually to Steel Superman Celebration, because I got a chance to talk to John Ostrander too, and he gave me some really good pointers and stuff like that, and we had a real good conversation. And he suggested, he was like, "Man, if you need to try and draw some Star Wars stuff," and so that's what I'm doing for that, so I can send it to him. So
Wow.
hopefully, you know, hopefully something will come out of it. Even if it doesn't, man, you know what I mean? That's to get up close and personal and talk to these guys like that
Oh yeah.
on a, you know, one-on-one basis. It's just, you know, you can't go to another convention and do that. You know what I mean? I mean, you could go to another convention and do that, but the ones that, you know, it sounds like Heroes, you can do that, but the ones that I've been to, you cannot get an audience with them because they're just too busy. You know what I mean? They're too busy, and it's too big of a thing that they have to stay on their P's and Q's. You know, here it's like they're more just like, you know, regular people. They are also there. The reason why I think it's better to talk to them somewhere like that is because they are there because they genuinely love the comic books. You know, they love comic books, and they're there as fans as well as creators. You know, so, you know, to be able to talk to them as a fan and a creator is something that's, you know, that's priceless, pretty much.
Well, I'm sure that both Sean and John would agree with me on this one. That's what's so great about small conventions is that they're usually there for two reasons. I mean, one, because yes, sure, they'd love to, you know, be able to spread their name out, spread their word out, even if they are the big guys. I mean, obviously, there's some people that haven't heard of them before. So what better way to do that than at a small convention like that, where everything's personable, everything's friendly, and there might be people willing to discover them. But the other great thing about it is that they're usually there because they want to be there. You know?
Right, exactly.
It's on their faces. Like, I mean, either it's because they love the people that are actually organizing the event, or they love the event themselves. Like, it's like
right.
when I approach Mark Waid at MegaCon, I know that I'm going to get a smile and a good time out of him because he's there,
right.
because he's been going there for years, and it's just like it's the perfect convention for him because it's the perfect like crowd. You know, and from the way you're describing the Superman convention, this Superman celebration, that's exactly the way that the creators felt when they were there.
Right. It's exactly like that. I mean, you know, for instance, like we got a chance to, me and Janet and our editor Kevin got a chance to do a panel, and it was on the Jetta movie. You know,
cool.
And you know, people were, you know, got a chance to come in and listen and stuff like that. And that was a really good panel because most of the time if I do panels, I don't get a chance to, until the end, I don't get a chance to really answer any questions. It's just kind of like me talking to this blanket audience. And, you know, at the very, very end, they get to ask me questions. And most of the time it's a question like, hey, who will win in a battle between Jeddah and Red Sonja, you know. And then of course I'm gonna be like, Jeddah, I drew it one time, you know what I mean? But this one, it was really cool because what we did was we just opened it up from the beginning. We just, what questions do you guys have? You know what I mean? And it was just so cool and so personal. You know what I mean? The whole convention is like that. You know, people are asking me because, you know, we spent a whole long time talking about why, because Jeddah's going to end in 2 books. I got 2 more books, and then that's the end of the series. Mm-hmm. So people are like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, and, you know, and stuff. And I was telling them about, you know, why, you know, the whole deal, what I was going to do and all that kind of stuff. And it was just, you know, we go on to another subject and they'll come back, but why? Why are you going to do that? You know, it's just little stuff like that is really cool. You get a really chance to see that people care about what you're doing. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. You know, you can't get that anywhere else.
See, that's fantastic, because the thing about it is because, once again, and this isn't one of those things where I'm trying to, you know, kick Diamond in the nuts, but, you know, you have a book that's out there that doesn't have major distribution, but at the same time, you know, you've got you're able to, you know, get people, the books have gotten into people's hands, and people know of what you're doing, and they've got that interest. I think, to me, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's the best thing that could happen to an independent creator, you know, who doesn't have, quote unquote, I got to stop saying quote unquote, major distribution. You know what I mean? It's just, that is fantastic.
Yeah. Quote unquote, I understand what you're saying, quote unquote.
Yeah, we're very you know, blessed and very fortunate to have the, you know, the readers that we have had, and we have, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but most of that, like I said, is just being able to have that following, because this is like our 4th year, you know, and to have that following, you know, picking up steam and momentum every time we've gone, you know, every time the convention, you know, will bring us out, you know, that really helps as well. So, you know, most of our readers come from smaller venues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I don't think a lot of our readers come from like a bigger convention, just because the bigger conventions that we're harder to find, you know. Mm-hmm. But like conventions like in celebrations like Superman celebration and stuff like that, that's where we get the majority of our readers and stuff like that.
And that's really what it's all about, you know. I mean, yeah. like for instance, I mean, I've made friends that I would have never made otherwise had I not made the trek out to some of the smaller conventions. You know, I mean, Super Show notwithstanding, you know, considering that I knew I was going to go to, considering that's the community that I've been a part of for ages, and you know, it's fun that I got to know some people better, but I knew most of you guys already, you know, but like when I went to Orlando for the first time, and you know, bringing up MegaCon again, I went there having absolutely no idea what to expect. I mean, sure, the only thing I knew was that I knew what Brent looked like. That's it. But when I actually went there and I got to meet guys like you know, who I'm now close friends with, you know, like stuff like Sean Cummings and Travis Earls from Codename Power and Doombox. Like when I met them for the first time, they were giving out $5 sketches. $5 sketches. And I get my sketch. I had no idea what the hell it was going to look like, and it looked gorgeous. And I'm like, oh my god, these are guys I'm going to have to follow. And you'd never be able to do that at a New York Comic Con, where everybody's charging $20, $25 a piece, and most of them are at least somewhat known. You know?
Exactly.
The small guys need a place to go.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I sold a lot of artwork. You know what I mean? Just more so than I have at any other convention. I've sold a lot of artwork there, and it's not like just artwork where you would think that I did a lot of sketches. No, I've done a lot of sketches there too, but I'm talking about like actual major pieces that I would actually start maybe on Friday and finish on Sunday. You know what I mean? And they would purchase it. You know what I mean? So it was just I can't really explain it. It's just a whole different different vibe, and I think it's there strictly because everybody there, is a comic book fan. They may be there for Superman, but they are open to anything that you bring in there. You know what I mean? No one that I've seen has a closed mind, which means that you know how you run into some people. I've done signings like this where I would be signing, and then somebody would walk in and they'll say, is this your book? And I'll be like, yeah. And then they will ask, oh, have you worked on Superman or Batman or anything like that? And I'd be like, no. And they'd be like, well, I'm not interested, So I've done stuff like that. I've done signings like that before, and I've never run into a person like that here at Superman Celebration. And that says a lot. You know what I mean? That says a whole lot.
No,
the people are just open.
Are there also any of the uber fan nerds that you basically need to, hide from because they'll go up to you and start spouting trivia from 1963? There are those as well. I don't think you can ever escape those guys. But come on.
There's a ton of costuming and stuff like that. They have a costuming contest that takes place on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
And I mean, there's some really, really nice, elaborate costumes. Man, this one dude came dressed up as the Red Tornado, and his costume was awesome. He actually molded his face. Had a mold for his face to where when his mask goes over the top, his mouth didn't move when he talked. It was awesome. There was a guy that was dressed up as Darkseid. That was a pretty cool costume. But then there's also the dudes that dress up. Like this one guy, he dressed up as Supergirl. It's kind of he was Bizarro Supergirl. Since Supergirl is on a world, he was a guy.
Did you take a picture of that?
No, I did not. No.
Did Lynn take a picture?
Lynn took a picture of him because.
Oh God, I need to get Lynn to send that. Got to send that to Jamal.
Costuming contest. That guy was in the costuming contest as well, and Lynn and Kevin were sitting down at the end of the runway, the walkway, and the guy walked down and turned around, and he had this really short skirt on. And you and you can see, like on this videotape, you see Kevin and Lynn going, oh, like this.
Yeah, Jamal Eichel needs to see this.
Yeah.
I gotta see. I gotta see him tomorrow because Nikki washed his phone, so I got to bring him one. So
yeah,
I'll see if I can't get him to send me that.
Yeah, see if he's got pictures. Then again, you've also got to get pictures. Tell him to send you pictures of him at the dance contest too. At the dance party that night.
Okay, cool.
Of Lynn dancing?
Yeah. Of Lynn dancing.
Whoa.
Kind of.
Is he doing the Ewok dance?
Yes. You know the dance.
Fantastic.
That's the dance he did all night was the Ewok dance.
Fantastic.
Yup.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. We had a really good time, man. This is the first time as well that my son got a chance to go to a convention with me, and that was real special to have him behind the booth and
that's great.
Use him as a selling point. Hey, look at the baby, buy a book. Look at the baby, buy a book.
Diapers don't pay for themselves. Buy a book.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't the baby cute? Yeah. You want to keep him cute and clean? Buy a book.
I know. Buy a book. Donate to the baby. Buy a book. But yeah, it was cool, man. I highly recommend it as well if you guys ever get a chance to get to Metropolis, man, and want to kick it and stuff like that, and
Hey, Sean lives closer than I do, so I thought about it this past year, but with Heroes being right there, there's no way I could get off.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing, John. Didn't you? I was supposed to go with y'all to Heroes this year, right?
Yeah, you were supposed to.
Was that last year?
Last year you were thinking about it, but basically Janet said hell no, and and this year it was like no. The kid came and it was like no, not this year.
Right. So it's like every year jumping like, dude, you need to go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and then someone come up, I'm like,
Now see, I've got everybody else around. Like everybody else is saying, you got to go, you got to go,
yeah,
you got to go.
The weekend of the Metropolis festival, I was actually at Anime Next, so I wouldn't have been able
really?
to I wouldn't have been able to make it this year. But if I ever do have some spare change rolling around, that would certainly be something that comes to mind.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like,
Man, you guys ought to go. Man, Sean, you ought to think about setting up, man. At least 1 year, man. Just think about setting up and seeing what happens.
Oh no, that'd be cool, man. I mean, as long as they, dig the, at least think if you think they would remotely dig, the type of comics that I got out there, I'd be all for it. I'd definitely be all for it, especially with some of the guests you said that were out there. That's off the hook.
Right.
That's off
they
the
had
hook.
I think one, he wasn't scheduled to be there, but I think he just showed up. If I'm not mistaken. It was Alex Ross was there one time.
Really?
I don't think he was. I think that he was there. I can't remember. This was before I actually got there. Before I actually started going. And I think somebody said he showed up and he was walking his dog or something like that.
Alex.
But so they pull some tight little guest list. I mean, Marv Wolfman, man, was there a few years. The first year we were guests, Marv Wolfman was a guest.
Sweet.
And it was cool to take him out and go eat and stuff like that. And the year after that was Lin Wing. He was a guest. And you're talking about a fan, though, man. That dude loves comics, man. And John Bogdanov as well, man. Those dudes. And these are dudes like John Bogdanov, Lin Wing, and like I got a chance to sit down and talk to Murphy Anderson. And these are guys who have been in the industry for years, man. I mean, longevity like crazy.
Yeah.
And they're telling you exactly how they did it and why they stayed in it. And the whole time, everything they keep saying, coming back to it because they love the medium. They love the medium. They love the medium. We've gone somewhere else. We've always come back to comics because we love the medium. We love the medium. You know what I mean? And I was like, dude, these dudes are doing what I love to do because of the same reasons I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So it can't be wrong. So it gives you a lot of validity to why you do stuff as a creator, So, you can't beat stuff like that, man. You can't beat that.
See, I'm already mad because I just went to the Superman Celebration website and I saw that Phil Morris was there.
Yeah.
See, I'm mad because I want to meet that dude because he's a big time comics fan. I mean, big time.
He was talking about how big his man room is with comics. He's got a man room with like a whole bunch of comics in it and stuff like that, man. And I wanted to spend more time talking to him, man. I didn't get a chance to talk that much to him because right before we got down there to meet them and stuff, they started letting the autograph session people come through. So it was like one of those things where he was always continuously signing and busy. But that guy, he seemed like he was a trip. And that's another dude who really enjoyed just meeting people and being a part of the comic book side of it. You know what I mean? It seemed like he was happy to be on something that was a comic book because he was a fan of it anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's like he would have done it if it was free type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You should hear his.
Got paid.
You should hear his interview. He did an interview on Sidebar, and he was talking about his whole process of getting the Martian Manhunter role. I had no idea that dude was that big into comics. I had no idea whatsoever. Really? I mean, that brother got some love for comics. Now I'm pissed because I didn't go to the damn show.
There's always next year.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He also was Vandal Savage on JLU.
Really?
That's right. He was. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm just looking at him on Wiki right now. So.
Because I know he voiced Jonah Hex in Batman: Brave and the Bold.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that dude is multi-talented.
His name went on the lunchbox, dog. So yeah.
that lunchbox, man. Eventually, you're gonna have to have some Superman artist finish it off by painting on the S symbol.
Dude, John Bogdanov drew this cool headshot of Superman on the lunchbox.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it was like Superman, the death of Superman, Bogdanov drawing. You know what I mean? It was nice, some nice stuff, man. You know, so yeah.
All right, let's. Okay.
I want to go. I want to go to the celebration next year. I mean, I'm making up my list for next year, and it's like I want to go to Super Show, but don't know. I want to go to C2E2, but that also depends on timing. The only one that actually works out for timing wise is MegaCon.
Oh, so you're definitely going to MegaCon?
About 50-50 right now.
See, I'm still 50-50 also because this upcoming year, MegaCon's going to be like right around the time of New York.
Really?
No. I'm sorry. Super Show. That's what I meant to say. Super Show. Super Show.
2 weeks. 2 weeks difference. Yeah.
2 weeks difference between Super Show and that. I forgot New York isn't for a while. It's not until September. But yeah, I'll basically have to make a decision on whether or not I want to go to both or where I just want to go to one.
Yeah, see, that's where my thing is like the weekend is the last weekend of my wife's spring break, and if I'm going to be able to go, I could go then. But I kind of want to go to Super Show, but it's kind of like I'd rather go to something I haven't done before, even though I'll be seeing everybody again.
Hell, I'm going to Super Show because I'm getting in for free. Woohoo!
And you also live. See, that's the downside of living down here where Martheus and I live. It's like no con is within 3 hours. Really, that's much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
that is the deal, man. That's the part that I'm aching. I'm aching to leave Memphis, man. You don't understand. You don't. I'm aching to leave Memphis because I don't want to be one of the 4 that get shot when I walk outside.
And consider, you know what's funny? We make fun of the fact I live in the ghetto of Memphis behind Graceland, but the area you live in is a former housing project that was recouped.
Yeah.
So,
oh boy.
Well, it's gentrification.
Well,
it's the place, the surrounding area, man. You can, if you cut through a street trying to be like, man, I'm just gonna cut through this street to get home quicker. You might not make it home, but if you stay in your little surrounding neighborhood, you should be straight. Just stay on the main street, you all right. You cut through any kind of back roads, you dead. You might as well hang it up.
I live on an avenue called Ditmas Avenue, and once you pass this other avenue in Brooklyn called Flatbush Avenue, it becomes Avenue D. You do not, and I mean do not, go on to Avenue D. Because once it switches over from a name to a letter, you're screwed, okay? Like the one time I actually went down Avenue D was when the subway that I usually take wasn't running, and we wound up walking over to another subway that's over by where Avenue D is. So we took that. Coming back home, we're walking down a block. The entire block smells of pee. The entire fucking block.
Mine just smell of cordite. So
that's when you know you're in the good neighborhood, man. You know,
dude.
Yeah, but I mean, where are you planning to go next, Sean? You're gonna do what, Mid Ohio next?
I'm doing Pittsburgh this year because because of one, budgetary reasons. I don't think I'm going to be doing Pittsburgh next year, and also I want to try a different con next year. So I'm doing Pittsburgh this year, then Mid Ohio. And that's it for the year.
Well, tell you what, man. If you do MegaCon next year, if somehow that works into your schedule, I'm going to make damn sure that I'm down there for that weekend. All right.
See. Well, here's the issue about next year. Long story short, I heard MegaCon's the same time as Emerald City Con.
Oh, it is? Oh, damn.
Let me double check that. Hold on.
I think it may be. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong. I probably am wrong.
Well, because last year it was the same weekend as
WonderCon.
WonderCon, yeah.
And I might be wrong on that. Like I said, I might be wrong.
I think that was me who said that, but yeah, it's March 13th and 14th. So
see, that's the same time as
it's the weekend directly before, isn't it?
No. March 13th and 14th should be Emerald City. And
that is Emerald City.
Yeah.
And and so
yep.
And MegaCon, I think, is like the next weekend.
Oh, okay. See, then think about it, because then it would be Emerald City, MegaCon, and then Super Show back to back to back.
Yeah, that would be impossible.
Yeah, that would be way beyond impossible. Yeah. And my job ain't having it. Trust me.
Oh, please.
My job is not having it. Like a Negro, please. You better bring your black ass back to work.
You do live in the South.
Exactly. and they don't play.
Oh, man.
They don't play. So yeah, that's kind of it's kind of
Mini MegaCon is expensive. Sorry.
because I want to go to MegaCon, but like next year the focus is to go to at least one con I've never been to before. I am returning to Heroes Con, and I want to go to NYCC.
Damn right.
It is the same exact weekends. March 12th through 14th is MegaCon. Emerald City's the 13th and 14th.
All right.
See,
Okay. All right.
Did they move New York Comic Con at some
They did.
When is it?
New York Comic
It's
Con.
not going to be in February, right?
No, it's not. It's in October, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
That's why like they're doing all these events in New York to remind people that New York Comic Con exists, because it's not from the last New York Comic Con, it's not happening for 16 months.
It's October
Right, yeah.
8th through 10th.
Yeah. So that's October in New York, which can be a crapshoot weather-wise, but
Right.
it'll probably be easier to get around, which is a good thing.
Oh, yeah, the Yankees
would,
might be in the playoffs. The Mets won't.
Yes. Yes.
I wouldn't mind going to New York. I wouldn't mind going to New York Comic Con.
see, because I think New York Comic Con, as far as like for me, that's just like I guess what they call a loss leader con,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to give me a bunch of exposure, hopefully.
Yeah. And don't
See, that's how I felt.
and don't forget, I know the cheap places to eat.
That's how I felt about Comic Con, man. But I don't know. Maybe it was just last year or something. It was like it was so hard to actually get an audience with anybody, man. You know, that everybody was kind of stuck to their own selves. I don't know if that had something just to do with the economy or whatnot, but you know, that was the first year that I did not make almost. I didn't talk to anybody contact wise almost.
Man.
And the people that I did talk to was kind of like shoe fly. I'm trying to sell books here, you know. Or I talked to them after hours, and we were both drunk, and we don't know what the hell we were talking to each other about anyway. You know. So.
Well, a lot of that convention has gotten so huge over the past few years. I mean, I'm not saying that there's a disconnect, but there's a point to where something becomes so big there is a disconnect.
Right,
And
right.
it's a great thing for comics and for comic entertainment. You know, as far as Comic-Con goes out in San Diego, it's a great thing for that. But you're definitely getting more of a disconnect. Whereas a few years ago, yeah, it was huge, but you had people running and looking for the next big thing or the
Right.
best kept secret. Now it's
Right.
more about you can say it's more about the big announcements. You know, the big announcements like, you know, so-and-so's getting a movie, this is going into production, so-and-so's here to talk about this movie that's coming out this summer, you know,
Right.
this big event's about to happen. So it's a good thing, and I've got a mixed feeling. I got mixed feelings about it, and I'm happy about it at the same time. You know,
Right.
because when's the last time you ever thought you would see the headline Comic-Con special on a cover of Entertainment Weekly?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know?
Or how about Comic-Con being rebroadcast on television?
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
I mean, they estimated
Well, I'll
I
tell
think
you what.
30% of people never left the panels last year.
Yep.
30%
yeah.
of the people only went. 30 to
Yeah.
40% of people only went to the panels, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if the Jetta movie goes off and I get a chance to go back to San Diego Comic Con on that type of an aspect, man, I'll have to take some podcasting equipment with me and be like, hey, dog, this is hilarious, man. I'm on the other side of Token. I can't believe it.
Now the blackness comes out. Now it comes.
And
well, look, man. Once you're
can't believe
famous,
it.
don't forget us. All right.
dude, whatever. No, one thing that I've found that, and just talking to other creators and stuff like that is that, you know, unless you just the type to get like the big head about anything, there is no real making it in comics. There's always just another step further. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to be looking for that next rung. You know what I mean? And whether you have, you know, your contract with the big two or three, or whether you're just doing freelance, or whether you got your own comic book and it's doing gangbusters, you're still trying to look at something else and going, hey, I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, I don't look at it. I don't ever look at it as making it as far as like as being famous. I don't see it as doing that. You know what I mean? I just see it as just another step in the rung that I'm trying to get up.
Right.
You know?
Hey! And speaking of rungs, I'm going to be all right. Yeah, fine. Now it's looking like yet again, because it seems like whenever I'm at the con, I wind up on this damn panel. I'm probably going to wind up on the podcasting panel at New York Comic Con, and I believe it's taking place on Thursday this year at New York Comic Con. So I'm about 80% at this point because they put the thing together and forgot to contact me. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on yet. But
New York or San Diego?
San Diego. Yeah, no. New York doesn't like doing podcasting panels, from what we know. But it's Bob Braytall, Jimmy from CNI, Chrisman is going to be on it, Mr. Pants, and I believe Ron from iFanboy, and someone else that I can't think of at the moment. I think somebody from Comic Impact, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure.
So
Yeah.
4 people I like plus iFanboy.
Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. Come on.
Awesome. So when you do those channels at like Comic-Con and stuff like that, is it like a I don't know, is it like a different vibe out there doing panels for Comic-Con, or is it like like say if you did a panel anywhere else?
Well, you know, I've done a lot of panels like for anime conventions and stuff, so I just sort of look at it as another panel.
Right.
However, it is a little daunting realizing that you're in a room that's like double the size of most of the convention panel rooms that I've been in.
Right. Right.
I mean, they're usually not filled or anything because only so many people are going to be interested in a podcasting panel. But it is a little bit of a different experience. I'll say that much. At the same time, though, I think what's the biggest difference is that I don't usually work with a moderator on my stuff,
okay.
and with San Diego stuff, you're usually working with a moderator.
Right.
Which can be a lot of a really, really different thing because as opposed to you having to try and search for the question to ask your other panelists, somebody else is asking everybody the question, which is a really different experience.
Right.
So that's what
I mean. I like panels with moderators, man. That's actually pretty cool because I'm not good at just coming up with entertaining people when they just looking at me saying,
right,
big fool. You know what I mean? I'm just, hey, my name is Martheus, and I draw.
Is your wait? You there, man, or did you die? I think he died.
He kind of like faded, and like it was like somebody just had like the fader and just faded him down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Janet probably gave him the nerve pinch.
Martheus, you there? You there?
His number is still there. It's connected.
Let me call him back.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean we're almost done anyway. I mean we've sort of not been talking about the topic for the last 20 minutes, which is awesome. But
Yeah, we have indirectly.
Oh, I know. You there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. We seem to have lost you in mid-sentence.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I was saying now.
Hi, I'm Martheus, and I draw.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Martheus, and I draw comics.
Hi, Martheus. Well, dude,
like an AA meet.
There was one panel that I did because I usually do the Adult Swim panel at like Anime Boston and Anime Next and that sort of stuff. And last year's Anime Next, not this year's because this year's actually went pretty good. I freaking bombed, like you would not believe. I embarrassed myself and my co-panelists like it was nobody's business because for some reason I just could not think of a word to say. And I mean, like. Talk about deer in headlights. That was me right there. And like, I still had at least one person commented afterwards, "Hey, good panel." And I'm like, seriously? Like, were you watching the same damn thing that I was, man? Because that was bad. But there's always going to be at least one fan, I guess. I don't know.
At least you didn't have a room that was like partially filled with old people, and you let the words "gangbang" fly out your mouth on a panel.
I didn't say the word gangbang. However, this panel was taking place in the basement which was actually not even really a basement. It was a parking garage.
What? Whoa. So cars were like driving by when y'all were talking?
Nah. They closed out the parking garage, but still, that was the area that they put us in because they ran out of space.
So you were basically doing a panel while inhaling gas fumes.
Yes, exactly. So you can imagine that I was having a good time. Woo!
Wow. I don't know if I could have done this panel. I probably would have been like, hey, y'all want to go to the bar and get something to drink? All right, let's follow me. We'll talk on the way.
Man, but I'm just happy to see you, San Diego. I mean, I've been gloating about this to almost everybody. I got the room at the Westin across the street from the Ralphs. I'm set.
You just big pimping.
Yeah,
big pimping,
dude. When you're across the street from the Ralphs, you're set. That's it. You don't even have to eat dinner anywhere. All you got to do is just go to the 24-hour Ralph's, grab yourself a sandwich, you're good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty nice setup you got going on there, man.
Why, thank you. Yeah. All right, let's move it on. Let's wrap it up a little bit with not exactly most embarrassing con moment of the year, but what was the most awkward con moment for you guys? I mean, Sean, you sort of said yours already, but was there?
Oh, I got another one. Don't you worry, I got another one.
Go ahead, shoot it.
Okay. There was this elderly lady that was in a walker wheelchair type deal, and her grandson, who was probably like in his 20s, was with her, and he had a comic book box, and he was going up to all the artists and creators and things and people of that nature and asking if they could draw something, just like a little head sketch on the comic book box, and they would do it for free. And he was saying that it was for the grandmother. It may have been. I don't really know because like we could hear her coming down, and she was out of it a majority of the time, and kind of delusional sometimes. But she was very polite and she was very nice. So I didn't know whether this was for her or was it for him. Mm-hmm. So he comes to our table, and I can't draw. I don't really have a lot of confidence in my artistic skill at this time. But Chad was willing to do like a small little head sketch on it, and he was the guy was looking at my books, my books and stuff. Now, I have Mercury and the Murder, the collected edition. But what I did is, if people didn't want to spend like $5 for like a 56-page black and white comic, I had an ashcan version of the comic without like a couple of pinups in it, so it was like 48 pages, 48-page ashcan for $2.
Nice.
So, I was like, well, if you didn't want to buy this one, you could get this one. So he picked it up and he looked at it, and he said, I tell you what, he's like, I got $1.50. Can I have this for $1.50? And it was the way that it was said. He said it in a way that he's like, well, I don't really want to buy this from you, but I'm really taking up, Chad's time. So I got $1.50. Can I have this ash can for $1.50? And in my heart, I just wanted to like, I didn't want to get mad because I appreciate this. I appreciate at least a sale, but at the same time, I'm like, is this an insult? Ooh. And I really didn't know how to take it. I was just like, I just said, you know what, Sean, let it go. We don't want to make a scene, and besides, there was like some thugs over at the Dub City tour, like at the convention hall right next to me. I could probably talk to tell them to come kick this dude in the balls. But but I said, no, it's cool, man. $1.50's fine. And that was like the weird / low point of the con for me. I didn't really know how to take that. I really didn't. So that was just bizarre. That was just weird because for me, that was my experience. So.
Well, see now you're just reminding me of a story I told on last episode, where I had to be the one who went up to the guys who do Sentinels and the indie comic Sentinels.
Yeah.
And I was the one who had to go up to them and say, yeah, hey, I'm gonna give you guys an interview because I just found your first volume in the $4 trade bin over there.
Oh.
I mean,
how much for one rib?
$2.50.
I mean, it wasn't out of pity or anything that I interviewed them because I was just curious about like the book and everything. It's just like, yeah, I just picked up your book for $4, so I should probably, know a little bit more about what I'm about to read for $4. Did I mention I got it for $4? Yeah. Oh boy, John, you got any stories to share?
Told most of them. About the only other thing I haven't told is the game of Hooker Not a Hooker we played on Saturday night.
What the?
Well, that was due to the Dub City tour. As stated before, the convention center, we were in one convention hall. The Dub City tour was right next to us. The bass was pounding so loud at 10 in the morning, like toy shelves were just literally like break dancing down the aisles. But I digress. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, that was it. And I did feel bad. There was one guy who was selling, everybody was selling old G.I. Joe and Transformers, and I almost came about this to buying it. A guy had a full, complete Unicron for $25. And I almost bought it.
Damn.
A couple of people, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was toys galore. And it was funny. There was one guy who, the funny story is, guy had 10-cent books starting on Friday. Same guy who had them last year starting on Sunday, but it was his old 25-cent bins. Literally, Murd was about to walk over and get him, and I was like, I just looked at him. You don't want to? He's like, why? He's like, they're not organized. He's like, not even for 10 cents am I going to do that. And then he just kept on walking. And for Murd to say that, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing really embarrassing or funny or anything that I've left off. Oh, forgot one thing.
Go ahead.
If you ever want to get an interview, anything out of Mark Wade, give him a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Whoa. Holy shit.
And let me tell you something. That was a big-ass bottle of Jack, too.
And did you see the look on his face when I gave it to him was like, the precious. It was the giant $40 bottle of Marthea, so that gives you an idea of that you can get down.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
And that's because I listened to his podcast, and he mentioned that that's what he uses for inspiration sometimes.
Well,
He gave me a killer Batman head sketch.
nice. Martheus, you got any stories?
I got one. One of them is not from Superman Celebration, though. So I guess I give you the Superman Celebration one first.
All right, go ahead.
So the one from Superman Celebration, I was sitting there and I was talking to somebody, one of the fans of the book, one of the readers, and they were talking to me about some of the stuff that happened between Jeddah She and actually in Jeddah She, but before in Revelation. So we were talking about those two books. And my son Janet had gotten up to I don't know, I think she went to go get something to eat or something like that. So I had my son, because he was starting to get a little fussy, and I had him on my lap. Mm-hmm. And we're talking and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, my son's got this projectile thing that he does. So I have him on my shoulder, and all of a sudden he just goes, you know what I mean? Just like, so I have like white projectile going straight down my nice Jetta shirt.
Oh.
And the guy looks at me and he goes, hey, well, looks like you're busy. I'll just come back. Like that. So that was one. That was the Superman Celebration one. The one, it's not really, it wasn't anything that was embarrassing. This was kind of funny. Me and Janet and my editor again, Kevin, were on a panel, and it was late. It was like, this was at Mid-South Con. Mm-hmm. And this was like, it was like at midnight. I couldn't believe they put us on a panel at midnight. So me and Kevin were like pissed, right? And yeah, we were competing with like some dance too, that all the people going crazy over and stuff like that. So we were kind of pissed because we were just thinking nobody's going to show up. There's a dance going on, and it's 12 o'clock at night. So we went to the bar and drank, and we were like, we hit the Jack Daniels pretty hard, right? So we get to the room, and man, I'm serious. I'm seeing like double of everything. I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying to focus. And then my hand is in, my hand is in my head is in my hand, and my arms on the table. And I'm looking, and then people starting to coming in, and I'm just like, what the hell? This is not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to have people coming in, So me and Kevin are like looking at each other like, dude, this sucks. And Janet didn't drink, so Janet was like, you guys are assholes. I can't believe this shit. You know what I mean? So we're looking, so we're sitting there, and I'm just like, you know, people are like looking at me like, you know, say something. So these three girls walk in, right? And one of them have on like these butterfly wings or something like that. So I'm looking at them and stuff like that. And usually, you know, at a Jetta panel, it's supposed to be guys, you know what I mean, that read Jetta books. You know what I mean? That's what I thought anyway.
Yeah.
So they had to obviously, in my drunk mind, they had to obviously be in the wrong room, right? So instead of letting them sit down, I was like, hey, you, you three with the wings, you know where you are? And her face gets all, the leader girl, her face gets all red. She's like, yeah. I was like, no, you're in a Jetta Tales of the Toshigawa panel. Do you know that? And then Kevin's like, yeah, like that. And Janet's kicking me and stuff. And I'm just like, no, I want to know, do they know where they are? And she was like, yeah, we read the book. And I was like, I looked at Kevin and we kind of just paused and looked at each other. And we were kind of like, okay, well, shoot, sit down, have a seat. Just wanted to make sure you knew where you were. So that was a funny moment right there.
Now, what lesson have you learned?
Probably don't argue with people coming in to sit down at your convention. I mean, at your panel. Just let them come in and sit down. If they're in the wrong place, they'll figure it out and walk out anyway.
Now, see, I was going to go with don't hit the jack too hard when you're about to do a panel.
No. See, I didn't learn a lesson in that because I will be doing that again.
Hell yeah. There you go. Oh, man. Best panel I ever did was Anime Next 07, I think, where for no reason whatsoever they scheduled us at midnight for 2 hours for the Adult Swim panel. Nine people showed up, and it was the best 2 hours we've ever had because we were just talking about random shit.
Right.
It was like, wait a minute, there's 9 of you here, all right? Do you actually want to talk about Adult Swim, or you just want to, like, bash on shit?
Right.
You just described the Weston Bar for 3 straight days.
Nice. Oh, man, that's going to be fun.
Oh, I just remembered one great story.
All right, go ahead.
This is actually not even as much mine as I think it was Wachters and Cruces.
Okay.
Sean, do you remember the two cougars? They were in the bar on Saturday night?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. They hit on everything that moved, and it was like, dude, you know you're at a comic convention? Come on, ladies. Nobody here has money to spend on sex. If they did, they spend it on sketches. Sketches are greater than sex to comic people. Come on.
Yes, they are. Oh, but we did see Michael Jordan on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot all about that.
Jordan was at the bar at the Westin on Sunday.
Holy shit.
Really?
His car was parked out front when we left, so apparently he spent the night there.
Wow.
Yeah, because there was there was an NBA draft camp.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Gerald Henderson was also there too, and a bunch of other former collegiate players.
Right.
Wow. Michael goddamn Jordan.
Didn't have a bodyguard, no Charles Oakley, so I was disappointed there was no Oakley.
Damn, you get Michael Jordan. What do I get? X-Pac. I mean, come on. You know,
Is he still fat?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You know, it's sad when you're in a porno that's supposed to be a straight porn and you're the girl and you're not.
Okay. And on that note, I think we've gone too far. Well, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's an even greater pleasure that Brent gets to edit this because he offered to do so, so good for him. So before we wrap this entire thing up, Martheus, I'll let you do your plugs first. Go ahead.
Man, just go to Jetta Tales of Toshigawa. Go pick up Jetta Tales of Toshigawa at www.toshigawa.com. And I tell everybody this: every time you make a purchase at at our site, you get a free something or another as well. It could be a free book, it could be a free sketch, it could be whatever I want to put in there that's free. Usually it ends up being either a free sketch or a free book. So
spin the wheel, win a prize.
Exactly. Spin the wheel, you win a prize. You know, we have different promotions, and we got free web stories and stuff up and stuff like that. So go there, buy a book, and don't be shy.
Because if you're shy, how can you ever talk to Martheus?
Exactly. You know, and then just don't. And then here's another thing: do not come to any Jetta panels wearing wings. Just don't do it.
But
if you do it, I'm gonna call you out. That's the bottom line.
But Jetta gives you wings.
Jetta gives you. No, I think that went a little bit too far.
Male or female?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about that. All right. I've seen Man-Faye's ass. All right. Let's move over to Sean Pryor. Pimpage away. Your turn.
All right. For those that are interested, hop over to www.pkdmedia.com, where we are currently airing from excerpts from Mercury and the Murd in the cosplay Order of Doom, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on pkdmedia.com. We will be introducing a brand new fall lineup within the next month or so, telling you what comics we'll also have on display at pkdmedia.com. Store coming soon, so you can purchase our comics. We're also in the hunt to be a part of Longbox and a couple of other digital comic distributors. Also, we will be introducing we'll be premiering a comic book at Pittsburgh, at the Pittsburgh Comic Con, called Greenbrook Hearts and Spades, which is a drama/comedy/ fantasy book. I've never written anything like it before. It features artwork by Flint Lockjaw. I had so much fun with this book that I'm planning on doing a sequel, regardless of how this book sells. That's how much I love it. So, no, I had a blast doing it, and we're also in the process of creating Volume 2 of PKD Media Presents. I just have to have some scripts to finish up, and pkdmedia.com. Please go to the website. I'm trying to get as much traffic as possible, because the more traffic I build, the better it is for the site, and the better it will be in the future for everybody else. And also, mad thanks and props to anybody and everybody that came by our booth at Heroes Con. Last weekend or the weekend before. Well, by the time this airs, when you came, appreciate it, and much love to all of y'all. And if I forgot anything else, please charge it to my head, not my heart. And for those that take my humor a little bit too harshly, trust me, it's just jokes. Please do not take me seriously. By all means, do not.
Fuck y'all
That's all I gotta
bitches.
say. Exactly. Fuck y'all bitches. Y'all know who I'm talking about, too. Reject my book. You know how much work I put in that goddamn book? Y'all reject? Fuck y'all. Okay. Sorry.
Now the episode's complete. Really.
See, I promise not to rant. See, you always find a way to set me off.
It's what I do, man. It's what I do. Go to pkdmedia.com, or Sean Pryor will kill a kitten.
No, I will not kill a kitten. I will not kill kittens. I'm a gentleman. I am a gentleman only unless you start talking about Cuban zirconiums.
Yes. John Carroll, do you have anything to pimp?
You can follow my daily snarkiness on Twitter at JON_CAROLL. Temporarily shuttered my site, but it's going to be relaunched in the next week at theoblivionbar.com. Going to update 3 times a week: comics, politics, and sports, with plenty of snark, as I usually have. I'm working on trying to get Mr. Pryor here to do a podcast, which he might have me on occasionally as a guest if he's stupid enough. Other than that, just making it through the day. Sounds
good to me. Yes, and twitter.com/I_M_sci-fi and twitter.com/PKDmedia for everybody else out there. Martheus, you got a Twitter?
I do not yet. I am Twitterless.
All right. Okay. Well, if you do decide to tweet, give me a holler.
All right. I do have one thing to say, though. If I'll be updating everybody on progress of the option agreement, and letting everybody know what the dealio is when I have word. So be on the lookout for that stuff too.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. We'll all be anxiously awaiting word. So
yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Well, The email address for Comic Timing is comictiming@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the forums over at thecomicforums.com, graciously hosted by the Comic Geek Speak guys over at comicgeekspeak.com. We're proud members of the Comics Podcast Network over at comicspodcast.com. We're also members of the League of Comic Book Podcasts over at comicbooknoise.com/league. Give us your iTunes reviews on iTunes. They would be graciously appreciated. And if you feel like it, Podcast Alley, don't really care. So for Sean Pryor and for John Carroll and for Martheus Wade, this is Ian Levesey reminding everybody out there that there's always time for comics.
And one more time, this episode of Comic Timing is sponsored by Heroes Corner over at heroescorner.com. We got ourselves a special birthday situation here for Heroes Corner this month. Everything gets an extra 2% discount this month. So things that are usually 50% off will be 52% off. Things that are usually 75% off will be 77% off. And that ain't the end of it. We've got Jetta, Tales of Toshigawa, Crucible, over 50% off with a free sketch and a coupon for a free comic. It is only $195 this month. You will receive a exclusive free sketch from Martheus Wade, who you've been hearing all episode long, and a coupon from Heroes Corner worth a free comic in your next order. So you're getting, in essence, a free comic book here. You're getting Jetta for free, because next month you're going to be getting that free comic. That's going to work out nicely for you. So yet again, $1.95, you save $2.04. Buy Jetta Tales of Toshigawa Crucible. Trust me, it will be worth it, both for your pennies and for your fun factor. And the fan picks this month, the Comic Timing picks of the month, are as follows. Spider-Man The Clone Saga #1 of 6, written by DeFalco with Howard Mackey, and art by Todd Knock. This one's 52% off. Regular price of $3.99. You're getting it for only $1.92. We've got Batman and Robin #4, written by Grant Morrison with art by Philip Tan. Also 52% off for $1.44. And don't forget, Beasts of Burden #1 of 4 by Evan Dorkin. And this one's 77% off for 69 cents. 69, woo! Yeah, I do that every single time because I'm a sad person. And don't forget to use the promo code CTROCKS at CTROCKS. Get additional 5% off on your first order with Heroes Corner. And make sure to check out the rest of the fan picks from guys such as the Cryptographic Podcast, which has just returned, PKD Media, which you've been hearing all episode, Mr. Sean Pryor, Comics Online, Comic Tube, the list goes on and on. Best damn customer service around. Where is it? Happy anniversary to HeroesCorner.com.
On a mic.
Well done. Do I sound okay? Because I've got a fan going in the background. It's not making too much noise, is it?
No, I can't hear it.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, because I realized last episode that I recorded when we did the Philly thing, we kept getting these like really weird like Skype hiccups, and I think it might have actually been because my computer was overheating.
Eesh.
Yeah, because it was one of those like 85-degree days, and the computer room was getting nice and stuffy. So I've got the window open and I've got the fan going. So hopefully this time that will not be an issue.
So you've already done the PhillyCon recap?
Yeah, we did the PhillyCon wrap up last week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release that as 92 Part 1, along with my thoughts on Anime Boston and Anime Next, and also a segment that I recorded on the train to Brooklyn with Raph and Gabe, which was about 20 minutes long, and that was after the CNI 200. So,
okay. I just missed the last 30 seconds because I was changing to, so it would play through only my eardrums.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well. Anyway, I was just saying that. Gabe and Raph and me recorded like a really weird segment for like 20 minutes after CNI 200. So. Yeah. So that'll be on there too. Actually, on the subway going into Brooklyn.
Hold on. Oh crap! Did I? Hold on.
What's up?
I just completely lost you. Hold on.
Okay.
say something, please.
Something, something, something. Boopity
Say-
boop boop. Boopity boop boop boopity boop boop boop.
Yeah, coming through the main speakers. Let me try again.
Again.
Okay, this is fucked up.
Wait, what you might want to do?
There we go. Now it's back. Now
Okay,
it's straight.
good. All right, good.
I think it's saved the wrong profile for my head.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once. Oh, good. Pryor's on. So let me invite him in.
Hello.
Mr. Pryor.
Ian Levinstein, Jewish lawyer. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. I'm hanging in there. It's a little on the hot side, but you know, as long as I'm sitting here in my underwear, I'll be fine.
Fantastic.
As long as we don't have to guess why. As long as you don't show us you're circumcised, I don't care.
Oh. You should just be happy that this is not a video podcast.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. I'll bring in Martheus in a minute. I'll give him a phone call. But yeah, Sean, just a heads up here. Let me know if at any point during the call you get any weird like Skype hiccups where you hear me like 5 times in a row.
Oh, really? Have you been having issues?
When I recorded Philly last week, we had some really, really weird issues. I assume it was probably because my computer was close to overheating.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have like 2 fans in there, and they usually do the job. But that was back at the old apartment,
Yes.
and now it's not actually in its own enclosure. It's just on the floor. The computer, it used to actually be like in a little like enclosed area in a desk, and now it's just sitting there on the floor. So basically, if it's 90 degrees on the floor, my computer's gonna be feeling it.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta jump off for 10 seconds. I'm still gonna be here. I just gotta run over to the freezer and take my ice cream cake out
That's
because
fine.
my birthday was yesterday. My wife gave me an ice cream
Oh,
cake.
fantastic.
happy belated birthday, sir.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll just take the cake in one hand, laptop in the other.
That's the way to go. But yeah, this time I've got a fan running in the background, and I got the window propped open, and it's only about 66 degrees out, so hopefully that will not be an issue this time.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't hear the fan in the background, right?
No, I cannot hear a fan. No, I
Good,
can't.
good. I'm very.
We had a nice school day here in Memphis. It was only 93.
Oh, nice.
No. I got you guys both topped. The high today was only 78 here, which is shocking.
Wow.
Yeah, it was only 78. It was a beautiful day today. I don't know how many times I took breaks and just walked for like 15 minutes at a time outside.
Yeah, see, it was about 82 here, but it was a humid 82, and then it came down in buckets at about like 6 o'clock, which was great because today I needed to go over to PC Richards, the electronics store, because it's only like an Eastern thing, so I don't know if you've heard of it.
What's it called again?
PC Richards and Son.
No,
I've ordered some stuff. I've ordered stuff from them.
Okay, cool. It's about damn time to get an air conditioner. So I got myself a nice 12,000 BPU air conditioner for $300. Of course, it comes out to like $520 once you add in like all the like delivery charges and shit. But whatever, as long as I have an air conditioner, because that's gonna basically cool the entire apartment. We're gonna put that in the living room, and we've got cross ventilation, so we can basically just keep the door open for the bedroom at night, and it'll still flow freely. So that'll be here on Friday.
Is it one of the ones with a remote control?
Yes, it has a remote control, and it also has the sleep timer. So you can set it for like energy saver and shit. So that'll work out nicely.
Nice. Very nice.
And it's a Frigidaire, which means it'll actually work.
Oh, very cool, sir.
My parents have not had much luck with Frederick. Yeah, they've had like 3 of them die in them.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I added a little icon for. So anytime now that you see me, you will see Franklin from the Charlie Brown gang.
That's fine, because when I think of you, that's exactly what I think of.
Oh, well, good. Sometimes
Where's
I feel
this?
Like
You're not in my list, Sean. It won't let me add you.
that's odd. Hold on. Let me see if I can add you. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a T-Mobile 5 commercial?
Because you're the only person here who has T-Mobile. That's even funnier.
Don't feel bad. Before I met my wife, I used to have T-Mobile, and what's hilarious was If I was living with a friend in a condo, and if I was in the house, I would have bad reception. I'd have like one bar, and I would literally, if it was like cold as hell, I couldn't go outside because I'd have to go outside to take phone calls. But if I didn't want to, I have to literally stand by the window, tilt at a 90-degree angle, and push the phone by the window in order to get a decent signal for more than 10 minutes.
Shit. That's the problem that some people with iPhones have.
Really?
Yeah, they're not sure if it's the antenna or if it's just AT&T being, AT&T. But
Yes, it's
more of this AT&T.
As the cell phone pro, I can tell you it's both because AT&T did not. They knew it, but I guess they didn't want to admit that their 3G network was not really up to snuff, and they didn't. And so everybody getting the iPhone in the last 2 years is like killing their network.
Oh yeah. All right, let me bring in Martheus here.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I just sent you an invite, John.
To what?
Martheus?
Yeah.
It's Ian.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. You're on the line with John Carroll and Sean Pryor.
Hey, Martheus,
cool.
how you doing, sir?
What's going on, dude?
Man, I'm feeling
Not
good.
much.
Feeling good.
Man, none right now. I'm watching what was the TV show? Stupid Hit the Ditch, man. Oh, Hit the Ditch. With people that's like they don't deserve to get married. They get like diamond rings and all this kind of stuff. I'm just like, dude, what do you do? Where were they when I was getting ready to get married, man? I would have been on that show. I would have got me a whole bunch of stuff.
Man,
See?
A whole bunch of free stuff.
when I get married, I'll be lucky if I get like a Cracker Jack ring.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. I had to use all my Jetta money to get a ring, man.
Oh no! What you talking about? See, I was on my hustle like when my wife, she finally picked the ring that she wanted. Because first off, it was a mission just getting the ring that she wanted because like she changed her mind every other month. And so by the time she picked the one she wanted, I had to get on my grind to like get my ring to get that ring to get her ring. And I got on my grind, got that ring. Man, my ring only took like 5 minutes to find and cost $10.
Mine was
I know.
100. So.
I mean, I'm not playing. I mean, it's not $10. I mean, it's one of those. It's not titanium, but I can't remember what they call it.
Like
But yeah,
gold?
no, it's that kind of like, say for instance, if your finger got stuck in the elevator door, the ring would break and it wouldn't bend up your finger, even though the elevator would break your fingers.
I think they call that cubic zirconia.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
My wife's ring I think cost $300 from Black Hills Gold because she's been married before. She just didn't give a shit this time.
Yeah. See, I could probably give my girlfriend if anything ever happens with that. I could probably give her a new dice bag and everything will be fine.
Your wife's Jewish, isn't she?
No.
I said your fiance is not Jewish
And she's not my fiance, so.
yet.
No, she's most definitely not Jewish, and goddamn it, I like it that way. Hey, come on.
Ian, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, sir.
Oh, really?
No, I'm sorry, not you, but no. I meant to say Martheus. I meant to tell Martheus he doesn't know what he's getting into by recording this show tonight. That's what I meant to say.
Well, let's just remember: Ian, white Jew, Martheus, not.
Yeah.
Man, I'm the blackest guy on this call.
That might actually be somewhat true, John. That might actually be somewhat true.
Yeah, probably.
I live in the ghetto of Memphis, Northeast. You know where I live. I live behind Graceland.
I live in the ghetto of Brooklyn. What the hell, man? I live in the ghetto of Brooklyn.
I had gunshots go off near me when I got home tonight.
Nice.
Did y'all hear though that Memphis is like number 4 worst place to live in the U.S.?
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
Let me guess. Detroit's number 1.
Detroit is number 1.
Yeah,
now,
of course.
Put that on perspective, though. Detroit is number 1. Detroit has been bad for like what? Since I was like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine. Just put that on perspective, man. Memphis is like doesn't even have the nowhere near the population of like some of the bigger cities, man, and we're like number 4, dude. That's like stepping outside and every 4 people getting shot.
Hey, don't forget our mayor's running on his record.
You know, yeah. That's
Hey, at least you're not Chicago when it comes to elected officials.
We're close.
Almost.
boy.
If he gets what he wants, man, we will be.
All right, give me 1 second here so I can check the audio, make sure we're all good to go. So hold on 1 second here.
Cool.
All right, we're good to go.
Fantastic.
Excellent. All right. So this is 92 part 2. There will be no Brent on this episode as he's got other shit doing tonight, and I'm sure he probably would have fallen asleep on the call anyway.
Oh man, he already asleep right now. What you talking about?
That's true. Well, that and he hates being on episodes where we're talking about a con that he wasn't even at. Because like I invited him on last week's Philly call, and he was like, I think I'm gonna pass on that. Thanks.
Dude, I wish I could have gone to Heroes, man. That kind of sucks, man. I didn't get a chance to go.
Martheus, I'm telling you, man, you'd have had a hell of a time, man. It was a good time had by all, for real.
Well, I wish I was there too, Martheus. I feel your pain.
Well, see, that's the thing is that I used to have fun at conventions, man. I don't have fun at the after hours anymore because I'm always setting up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it feels like the grind almost, man. Especially like my first year at San Diego Comic-Con, my first year there, man, it was like fun because I didn't know what to expect, and I was like really, really under, just not ready for the whole experience. And then the second year I go, we gotta go big, we gotta go better, and ever since then it's been just like that. Last year, dude, I crashed behind the booth for seriously 3 days. What did they go? Just like, people come like, hey, is Marquis here? No, I'm not here.
Well, I'm hoping I'll see you at least one of the dinners at San Diego, man.
I'm not even going this year.
Oh, you're not even going this year? Oh, well, fine. I finally get my ass back out there, and you're not going to be there. I see how it is. All right, that's fine.
He's got a kid.
Oh,
I can't go.
Kid Schmidt.
Because I got the boy.
Kid Schmidt.
We got the boy, man. So
I know. Yeah, well, that's more.
We did take him to Superman. Good. Celebration.
Good.
That's awesome.
Which we'll talk about in 5, 4, 3. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yeah.
2.
Nice segue. Beautiful.
1. And we're out.
Sweet.
Hey, Sean, what I just typed to. Do you have that JPEG? Do you have one that's already got the link embedded in it?
I have to embed the link into it. I just haven't had time to do it yet.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Oh no problem. I'm trying to do it before I head out of town because I'm heading out of town on Friday. So
yeah, my HTML ability is nil. Thank God for WordPress being so simple to set up.
And Martheus, man, thanks for joining us, man.
Oh, no problem, man. Just let me know if y'all want me to come back, man. I'm always got something good to talk about.
Sorry about the short notice. I just thought about it today when I came into work. I was like, Lynn and Martheus would be good to have because Superman Celebration was the week before.
Yep.
And before I could even send it, Lynn sent me the thing saying, Nikki washed my phone. Do you have one I can have? It's
boy.
That's like the third time his phone has been washed up. He did it like himself. He does it religiously. Like I think he does have to get a new phone.
He likes that. He likes his phones clean. What can I say?
If it wasn't for the fact I work for Sprint, his ass would be out some money. Thank God I work for Sprint and I have extra shit.
Yeah.
I wash my Bluetooth and memory cards all the time.
Oh dear.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, Martheus, that we never stopped talking, so it's all good.
Dude, it was cool, man. It was awesome. Had fun, man. So,
hey, man,
this is the first time I get a chance to talk to Sean in person, man. It was just about email or something like that, so that was cool too.
Yeah, that was real cool, man. It was real cool talking to you, man, for real. And if I can, I'm definitely going to come out to the Superman Celebration next year.
Dude, yeah, man. I think that you'll do well, man. I mean, they are really open to new comics and new things that are coming out, man. So, you know, it's not like you have to compete. It's not like you're there to compete with Marvel or DC or anything like that as well, you know. So you always have that too.
Cool. I'm all for that. In all seriousness, I'm all for that. And plus, the drive isn't really that bad, and it doesn't sound like it's going to take too much out of my pocket. So, yeah, that
Right.
definitely it definitely sounds worth it. I just got to try to find a way to work that out at the job. Yeah, I'll work it out. I just get into my ninja stealth mode and disappear. They won't know I'm gone.
Well, it's just a Saturday, Sunday, isn't it, Martheus?
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
I take it back. It actually starts on Thursday. They have like a run and you know, baseball game and ceremony and all that kind of stuff on Thursday. We don't get there and set up and stuff until Thursday night or Friday. So our stuff don't start until Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how far is it from Memphis to there? About, what, 5 hours?
No, it's like about 3 hours.
Oh, 3? Okay.
About
'Cause
three. Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
even with Nashville being stuck out that for an hour and a half, it took me about 9 hours to drive from Memphis to Charlotte both times.
Really.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. That's from Mongooses. The total drive time was about 11 hours from Memphis to Charlotte.
Damn.
Oh, you went to Mongooses first.
Yeah, I picked him up and then went straight to. It was about hour and a half out of the way. It's because instead of just staying on 40, I mean, basically you just hop off right there at just inside of North Carolina and drive down, pick him up for about 45 minutes and back.
Right.
And then picked up Wet Rats, and then because Wet Rats was on the way, so.
Right. That's how they did it when they were at 300. I actually rode with him the whole weekend at 300. Man, that dude, he got lost over some damn times riding with that dude.
Lynn can tell you stories about my GPS getting us lost in Philly 3 times.
Juan got our asses lost at going to CGS 300 also. At least 3 times. Yeah, we got lost going to the fucking works.
Oh, I can top that. We were at one of the Philly places to eat Phillies, one of the big, not the big two, one of the other smaller ones, and literally all you had to do was just drive about 5 miles and you're right there at the Rocky statue. My fucking GPS said when I put in Museum of Art, it took us to the one in the middle of South Philly.
Oh,
Not the right one.
yeah, I can imagine. Oh, and yo, you want to talk about Southern cooking, Sean, man?
Yeah.
On my way back from Philly, I stopped at the 30th Street Station again, and went to the same place I went to on my way up to Super Show at Delilah's, the food stand there with the best mac and cheese as voted by Oprah Winfrey, fried chicken and collard greens.
Nice.
Yeah, mac and cheese, that's how you can tell a place has good Southern cooking. If the mac and cheese is worth it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I ate it on my trip back. It was good stuff.
Very nice. Well, before I jump off the Skype call, I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Just keep your fingers crossed for me, because I haven't told anybody. And also, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford this. I am going to try next year to put out a couple of comics based off of old school licensed properties that are close to my heart. It's not about trying to make quote unquote money off these properties, but just trying to continue my learning process as a writer and just put things out that I've always wanted to do even since I was a child. And I'm trying to acquire the licenses to Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Oh, sweet.
And what were the other two? Remember that old school toy called Power Lords? It came out the same time around as He-Man.
Yeah.
Trying to get the rights to that, and there is a third one, and I can tell you what it is right now, because a friend of mine who does law out in California is trying to work it all out and trying to find out how much all this is going to cost. And the third one is the Centurions.
I was about to say,
Really?
I meant to give you that. I couldn't re-find them. As soon as I re-find them, I'm going to mail those to you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. The whole thing about it is that if these properties should not be expensive at all. they shouldn't be, and they shouldn't ask for like a big amount of money / percentage from like book sales. But if they don't, and they keep the prices low, you might see these books next year. So keep your fingers crossed. Heck yeah.
Somebody I was talking to this weekend has a full set of Centurions.
See, I'm jealous now. I'm
I think
jealous
it was
because
Mongoose, to be honest with you.
I used to have them all. I used to have them all. Like any teenager, I just did dumb shit and gave them away for nothing. So
Right.
Don't trade your comic books for drugs, man. Seriously.
no, I traded these Centurions for like pro set football cards,
Oh, yeah.
and those pro set cards ain't worth jack shit.
Of
Right,
course. Of
right.
course. Yeah.
But no, seriously, guys, you guys rock, and it's always really cool talking with y'all, Martheus. It was wonderful being able to chat with you for the first time, so that was really, really cool.
Yeah, most definitely, man. If you hit me up, let me know if you are going to be able to make it to Superman Celebration. I can give you the lady's name to contact and stuff, so they can hook you up with some space and all that type of good stuff. Or tell you what, contact Lynn Workman sometime, and you let them know that you want to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely pass the word because I'm hoping that Heroes Con keeps the same date next year, and they probably will because I don't think they would do anything to knock Superman Celebrations. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
so we should.
Yeah. I was about to say Heroes always tries to be on Father's Day weekend.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we should be good then. So yeah, I'm writing that down right now. I'm gonna get a hold of Lynn pretty soon, and
Do you have his email?
if you could, I tell you what, if you could email it to me or just Skype it to me, that'd be cool.
It's easy. It's just lynnworkman@yahoo.com.
Oh, okay, word.
No, at
Okay, cool.
Hotmail. I'm sorry, at Hotmail, isn't it? Martheus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lynn Workman at
Hotmail.
hotmail.com.
Okay.
And Sean, it was nice having you on a full episode.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Hey, I told the missus, I said, I got to be in for this whole episode. So, I was like, I'm like, just go ahead and go to bed because it's going to be a late night. So she was like that. She was like, that's cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to go try and catch some rest me before I go to sleep. So thanks, everybody, for being on, and I'll let you guys know when it's out.
Very cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Hey, take it easy.
Too.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.